Devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand. Call devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand. Call
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Now, the good news is that tonight my voice is a little bit better. Still a little sultry, still a little a little jazzy, but you know what? We have a very exciting show that we're going to get to here in a moment. So let's jump into it. So, first off, if you are brand new today, what we do is we take the first like 10 minutes to greet all of our channel members and all the people that are jumping in and joining us tonight. So, we're going to start with that. And yes, the question that I'm posing to all of you this evening: how tactical are your turkeys? It's a legitimate question. You have to ask yourself, how tactical are your turkeys? Okay, and if you don't know about the turkeys, the beavers, and the pheasants, then you're slacking. Okay, but I was also talking to another viewer, and we're gonna have a very good conversation about zeroing your reflays, your long units. And you know what? I actually finally took out that 40 millimeter green Geisley Super Duty, and I got that bad boy sighted in with a 50/200 zero. I guess it was too confusing for me to say 50/200 zero because people are like, yo, you zeroed your ish in at 5200. No, what? 50/200. It's a 50-yard zero, but you use your holdovers out to 100 and 200. So we'll talk about that. Okay. Anyway, I want to welcome all you guys. If you're brand new, like I said, or you're watching this on the replay, we usually take the first 10 minutes or so, even though we're already 5 minutes in. So, take note of that. For all you guys that are like, the stream starts at 14 minutes. what I'm going to do is I'm going to greet all the channel members, and then we're going to get right into an incredible show. So anyway, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out. Yes, things are still crazy. Yes, DLD hardware is still not up, and yes, this week has been challenging to say the least. So I appreciate you guys that have been jumping in, asking for ways that you can support. I appreciate those of you that have been jumping in to help support Mrs. CRS and all this stuff, man. The things that are happening to us, it is un-American. It is unconstitutional. It is wrong in every single possible way. But we're going to band together and we're going to get stronger because of it. So they ain't never going to stop us. Anyway, let's go ahead and greet all of our channel members and we'll get started. So, first in chat tonight, I got to say, I am impressed. I have never, ever seen this person be first in chat. And of course, it's Big Fish Little Boat who says, I got to poop. And based on the timeline, he may have actually gone poop. You want to give me a thumbs up backstage? Did he? Yeah, okay, yeah, he pooped, guys. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. So, Fish, congrats on being first, my guy. Give you a little fist bump. There you go. Hey, there we go. And then let's greet all the other channel members. We got Drew. What's up, Drew? My guy. Great to see you. Also a channel member. We got Toy Town Inc. in the building. Toy Town, my guy. Great to see you. Uh, hold on. Whoa. What happened in my chat? Oh, it just jumped forward. My bad. Excuse me. Okay. Toy Town Inc. We got C&T Designs and Arms. What's up, brother? Also a channel member. I appreciate you, my guy. We got Z, also a channel member. And guys, I love when y'all like send me these random little emails that are just like, yo, Dark, check this out. Did you know you could build night PVS 14 night vision tube for under $1,000 doing this? And it's cool. I appreciate that. And it's also dope to know what kind of content gets you guys like excited, so I appreciate that. And sometimes it may be oh nice, we may have one of the other turkeys jump in, and here's a little something for you guys too. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, oh, oh. Man, that thing is gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, malfunction. I think it's that magazine. Oh, yeah, I didn't like that magazine. But that magazine runs flawlessly in my Super Duty for some reason. Look how smoky McSmokerson that can is. Watch the goon beam illuminate. Woo! Yeah, the thing is fire. Shout out to the dude that asked, was that a binary trigger? You know who you are, my guy. Anyway, sorry, let's go ahead and get back to it. Appreciate you guys. We got Fluffy Bunny Arsenal up in the building. What's up, fam? Also a Chinamemba. Appreciate you. T for Tejas, my guy. Great to see you. Also a Chinamemba. Man, I love having you guys here. This is awesome. I mean, imagine if I was alone. This would be a pretty sad little show if I was all by myself. Fluffy Bunny, T for Tejas. Let's see who else we got. C&T Designs and Ants. Blue Curtain Burner. What's up, Blue Curtain Burner? Also with Chinamemba. Appreciate you, my guy. We got Zanti, my boy. Great to see you. Also with Chinamemba. Fluffy. We got Z. ADXR920. What's up, brother? One of the only items that I had with me that did not get shot this evening, but it's all good. And yeah, well, I'll save that for another conversation later because I know Dust is gonna give me crap, and probably Fish will give me crap too for trying to holler at a gun bunny, the range bunny. Let's see, C&T, Zanti. Let's see who else we got up in here. Fluffy Bunny, and dang, we're late. Man, is it a holiday or something, bro? What's up? Where are y'all at? Anyway, we got all of our honorable mentions. We got P38 Wilberto. Great to see you, my guy. We got Scott D. Magnificent. What's up, fam? Tech Money in the building. What's up, brother? Hey, CDL out here too. Of course, Carbon Q. What up, Carbon Q? Great to see you. Me and her were able to meet in person last weekend, which was dope. Was it last? Yeah, last weekend. That was dope. Let's see who else we got. P38. And yo, for you, P38, Wilberto, this is for you. I actually just used it. I drank coffee out of it the other day. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. When you guys send that little stuff, like I actually got something I'm going to open up here in a minute from Sabar. Deplorable, bitter, clinger. My guy, what's up, fam? Dang old Matt, brother, what's up, man? Good to see you. Let's see, we got Tech. Who else we got up in here? Man, I think that's it. And I think, yeah, Drew, Toy Town, all you guys, I said, what's up to y'all? Um, hey, there he is, Kurt 24. What's up, brother? Also a channel member. Zanti Misfit with a 6-month. They're watching Flying Rich. What? You better tell Rich to get off YouTube like that. No, we're not doing that. Mr. BS, what's up, fam? Good to see you. Let's see. Frag out, my guy. I still haven't fired the frag out. I put so much time into painting that with that beautiful gray battle worn kind of look with the frag out upper and lower. That if you guys have not seen it, it is gorgeous. I'll do some. Yeah, I need to do some glamour shots with that thing. That's honestly what I need to do, and I'll post that. Let's see. P38 Wilbur. Whoa, whoa, yo, what? My guy Rudy Finney. Holy moly. Yo, Rudy Finney just dropped a $50 super chat. 50. What? Dang, my guy, bro. And yo, and Carbon just became a member, bro. What is happening? Mierda, $50. Whoa, Rudy, bro, thank you so much. Carbon Q, thank you so much, man. You guys, yo, Rudy, I know you stay in the cut, you lurk, and you know what's going on. And the fact that you jumped in to support like that, man, I appreciate you guys. The last week has been hellacious to say the least. So, guys, if we can give Rudy some love in chat, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Carbon Q, and I appreciate all you guys just simply being here, showing some love, showing the support, man, hitting the thumbs up, because when you hit the thumbs up, it'll go boop like you liked it. So I appreciate it. Rip Dango, what's up, fam? Good to see you. Ron Bayer, what's up, brother? But let's go ahead and get started. Thank you so much, Rudy and Carbon Q. You guys are awesome. And of course, the our favorite mod, the world's favorite mod, we got your boy Kurt 24, and we got Sabah. Sabar, I'm literally about to open that tonight on stream, brother. I finally picked it up today. So if you guys don't know who the Tactical Turkeys are, what are you doing? Okay, they literally got a video that broke 100 million views. Okay, if you have not seen my guy Dust dumping a 50 from the shoulder, you're slacking. Okay, so you got to go support my boys. All right, the Tactical Turkeys. You got Dust, Fish, Jay, Dude Knowledge. I mean, you even got some other ones that you may not know, like Mannequin and some others. But go search them right now, subscribe to their channel, hit them on IG. You'll love them. If you love this stream, you'll love them. So that's why I named this stream tonight DLD After Dark. Are your turkeys even tactical, bro? I could dust your turkeys with the fish. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome Big Fish and Dust. Maybe do I need to put you guys in the correct order? Hold on.
Nah, I'm good. No, put me on the bottom. I like the bottom. No.
I'm
Pause.
playing.
Pause. That was weird.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know what to
That's
do
why
with
you
my
get one of these. That's why you get one of these. You're just like,
hey.
fucking fidgety as hell.
That's what's up. Oh, we got Noya Gun Guy. What's up, fam? All you guys, Shauna, we got Shauna. What's up, Shauna?
Shanna,
Yo,
how are you?
Shauna, Jason, they're the best too, man. I appreciate all y'all. But for the people in here that may not know who you are yet, of course, there's going to be some people coming through watching it tomorrow, the next day, and the next day, provided that the YouTube overlords allow us to stay up. Go ahead and introduce yourselves. Let them know who you are, what you do, where they can find you, and all that. You can start, Fish.
Oh, I'm Fish. I like guns.
That
Find me
was
on IG.
very adequate.
Big fish, little boat.
Dude,
Um,
I'm pretty sure they're hiding your IG because
oh,
I have to type in
100,
all of your name. I have to type in every character. It's ridiculous.
No, I like so I'm born in the 80s, so I like weird PCC type shit like Tech Nines, Mac 10s, fucking MP5s. Like I'm real like that's my collection's kind of focused on eclectic shit like that. Like
And don't forget your B&T collection.
my B&T collection. So back when Modern Warfare was cool, I used to always run with the SMGs, never assault rifles. Like,
were you the dude running around like with a slippery controller with the Mac, like whack, whack, whack?
dude, just smoking? Yes, that was me.
That was you.
Like,
yeah, you definitely marked me.
The MP7 was the holy grail. It still is. One day soon, hopefully this year, with all these new. Supposedly they're coming out.
Hold on, what's coming out?
MP7s.
Oh yeah.
We got Tommy Bell. I'm not gonna buy the PSA one. I'm sorry, you guys. I know there's a lot of.
It's not an MP7. People are calling it MP7. It is not.
It's not.
It's not. It's a 5.7 Rock PCC. That's what it is.
Don't take a 4.6.
Exactly.
But I'm real into SMGs. I do got other shit like my kit, my fucking go-to shit, right? Like obviously, but as far as my collection, what I'm never selling, like it's the fucking SMGs, PDWs, shit like that.
Nice. Hell yeah. What about you, Mr. Dust?
I'm poor. Hey, my name's Dust. I'm poor. I work too many hours, and I like to shoot guns. I don't know what else to say. I work way too many fucking hours. This to be the second night in a row I'm supposed to go out, and I hyped everybody up, and they called me, and I was like, I think I'm gonna stay home.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yo, as you get older, bro, it's like, nah.
Dude, I caused a ruckus. People are like, yeah, we're gonna do this and do that, and then they call me, and I'm like, yeah.
I was gonna go out, but then I walked up the steps, and I was like,
and that was it, dog. And that was it. The dog climbed on top of me, and I was just like, you right.
Yeah, you right.
I was like, you right.
So most of you guys are known within my little community here, but for those of you that don't, for those of you that are coming through the next day and the next day, you got to go sub to the Tactical Turkeys. I mean, I would say we do a lot of stuff together. You know, we do streams together. We've done events together. We've done training sessions together.
It'd be dope if we made a video together. Hashtag wink wink. Hashtag maybe tomorrow.
It would be dope if we did something like that tomorrow. Maybe between like Saturday and Monday. You know, like a Sunday video. Maybe if we went out to a place. What did they yell when they eliminate an enemy?
Home.
Tango down.
Back home. Back home.
Let's go back home. Tango down, something like that. I don't know. Whatever we're gonna do, that would be dope. If we can pull this off, that would be fire. But we'll see. We'll see. So now I do have a question, Fish. So you like I'm an 80s baby too, right? So you like the more classic guns, but you're not a FUD. Do you own a Beretta?
I do not. I wouldn't mind a Beretta though.
Now, would you go 92 FS, M9, M9A1, M9A3, M9A4? Where do you fall?
So probably the A3 because it's made in Italy, right?
Yes.
I would probably go the A3. Like I don't need the optics as much because I'm not gonna use that gun. Like that would be a collector's piece for me. Like just being 100 with you. Like I'm a Glock boy all day.
Do you know how many silhouettes Dust has seen me ventilate with the M9A3?
It's a good gun. Like,
yeah,
it gets kind of a bad rap because the ones we were issued in the military were, you don't know who the fuck had it before you. You don't know how many rounds are through it. You don't know.
I don't know nothing about it. Whether the armorer took care of it, knew how to identify parts, or even cared to identify what's wrong with it and continue.
Exactly. So you could
There's
get a
lot of variables.
ARs too. You get clapped out ARs in the military too. Like
Oh, for
fucking
sure. Yeah. I think, you know, back in the day when when I first got into guns, there was this whole mil spec thing. I think there was a time where it was like very low grade, you know, poverty level parts on the market, but it was like mil spec is wow, it's good enough to be fielded in battle. And then later on, like, you know, as time goes on, you're like, yo, mil spec is just like lower than the basic my basic minimum requirements for parts.
yeah,
You
and
know?
there's levels to that shit too. Like you'll have mil spec, but then you have something called mil contract shit, which is not every fucking dick blower that worked in the chow hall gets this weapon. You know what I'm saying? Like certain weapons go to certain people, and that's on a contract, right?
Yeah.
Those are higher quality than what every average Joe Blow gets. So you got
Mm.
that's where the whole what is it called? Cloner community comes into play.
Oh yeah, yeah. The cloner community is pretty crazy with it. Like
Yeah.
it's a little too I don't know. I'm not that picky. I mean, I understand like so I also have a Beretta M9 or I'm sorry, 92 FS, but the M9A3 is like the workhorse. The 92 FS is, you know, just chilling in the safe. What's that? Reds?
It's peach though. It's pretty good. Like
Dang. I got my off-brand seltzer right here, you know what I'm saying? Um, but you know, the 92 FS is a good gun that like I would bury that joint and take it out in the boog, right? Like that's a good gun to have. I mean, I'd rather have a Glock in that situation, but you know what I mean? Like I know that gun is going to run, no doubt. And the double single is, you know, cool. But the M9A3 has been a work horse, like zero malfunctions. I don't even know how many rounds I got through that thing. Um,
I
but
would choose I would choose that gun over the P320 or whatever the military chose
oh, for sure, every day.
all day.
But would you choose a 19X over all of those?
That's what I would choose over everything.
I
Yeah.
still don't understand how they don't have that contract.
You know,
Next.
politics.
No,
Well,
I get it.
they had the parameters, and Glock was like, "No, we're not even doing that gay shit."
I mean,
Yeah, but
I
What-
kind of
what was
think
it like? The safety and shit like that. Like they're like, "No, no."
yo, the safety is in between your ears.
yeah, but don't stop allowing stop allowing these like
Tards.
all right. I'm gonna make this very clear. I am a civilian. I am a dirty civilian. Never been in the military.
Mhm.
Outside of that, I've been around enough mill guys, training, on training, just watching them, whatever. Um, Stop just selecting everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like just stop bringing in bitch ass dudes just because you know 4+4 doesn't mean you know how to actually fight and operate shit.
I mean, nowadays they gotta grab anyone they can, right?
Yeah, we're
Because
about
They are,
yeah,
and it ain't us. I'll
and
tell
it
you
ain't
that right now. It ain't
Yeah.
us. They're grabbing anybody. It ain't us.
they got rid of us when they forced the jab.
very good point. And look how it's working out for you, military. But yeah, for real, I think all of us have like that kind of like service, like the compassion for the country, at least what we believe the country's supposed to
It's
be.
team player shit.
Yeah, like I honestly, if us three went out, right, and something like in Eli Dickens' situation popped off, I would say us three. I know with certainty that all three of us could plant those same shots at 40 yards or better with zero civilian casualties. Well, excluding the one that
Yeah,
caused him to
it's
draw,
going.
right?
Those rounds are going where they need to go,
Yeah,
and that's a
and
fact.
and there are not a lot of people that I would say like I trust your judgment 100%. I trust your skills 100%. There's not a lot of people that I would say that. And even though Fish, even though you and I haven't personally been out on the range together, I know I feel like I got that. Like you've earned that slot.
Fish
Flying
will
rig,
get you pumped. Fish will get you pumped. He's gonna pep talk you. He's gonna pep talk you, and you're gonna soak it in. And as he's pep talking you, your heart's gonna be racing. What you do with that is on you, but he's gonna get you pumped. He's gonna tell you some shit, and you're like, yeah, and then he's gonna hit you with the yo, you fucking listening? And then it's like, yo, I'm listening, dog. I'm just absorbing at this moment in time. Like,
Yeah.
Nah, we'd be fine.
It would
I
be
also
right.
like to bully my friends into buying nicer shit too. I do
You
that.
do an excellent job of that on your show as
do
well. So how do you feel about PSA? No, look, hey,
I
I'm
actually, I'm one of the dudes on the turkeys that fucks with PSA. Like,
yeah.
just because what they're, you got to realize what their goal is and what they're trying to accomplish. So
Yeah.
when you look at it from that aspect, you got to give them love, right? Like,
I personally love PSA. Like I have never gotten lemons from the I don't think I've had any lemons from them. I've had nothing but yeah, I think I've had nothing but good experiences with them. But like you're saying, it's almost like it's their mission that I admire more than anything, right? Like making the AR-15 as accessible to every human being as possible is for sub $500. Like that's
Mhm.
incredible, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. And then now Glocks for sub $300. Like, bro, come on. Like, there's no other company in the world doing that. So I got a lot of respect for them. And of course, yes, I do talk about some of the higher end stuff that I got, but even like even the higher end stuff that I got, it's got like nothing on the higher end items that you guys have. But I let me say this: when I finally took the Super Duty out today, boy, that shit hits different. It shoots different. It feels different. It just everything about it was like, okay, this is this is something special. This is something special. The way it recoils, the trigger, how smooth it is. Dude, once I sighted that thing in, I pulled I was using one of the targets with 8 whatchamacallit's the one you use to sight in your rifles.
Yeah.
After I had that like surgically like bing, I mean like spot on. I cranked it down to 1 and at 25 yards I was just like bang 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 bang. Dumped 8 rounds into 8 targets. All of them were just like spot on, dude. That thing is a beast. Dang. Yo, Rudy Finney, you were killing it tonight, bro. Yo, thank you. Thank you, Rudy. He gifted 5 DLD After Dark channel memberships. So 5 of y'all just got gifted channel memberships from Rudy Finney, bro. Thank you. You get the double salute. Thank you, brother.
Yo, question. How does it decide who gets those? Who decides that?
Randomly by engagement.
Because I've never gotten one, god damn it.
So you actually have to click allow gifts. So if you click
Oh,
on
I'm like,
the
yo, I've been here forever. Where the fuck is my membership?
like I've gotten 3 on my own channel, bro. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so it cycles through people that watch and it'll take so if you go I think you can do it from your phone. If you click the super chat button, it'll click allow gifts and once you click that you'll be in the running if anyone gifts memberships. Thank you, Rudy. I appreciate you, bro.
Copy that.
One thing I wanted to talk about though tonight, I was having a conversation with another viewer, and I was talking about sighting in your rifle, and we've had this conversation that for anyone out there that just gets a red dot or an optic and just slaps it on their gun and takes a picture, posts it to Instagram, and like you're done, and it's okay. Like we've all done foolish things, trust me, but the confidence, the confidence builder when you know you can take your rifle with your optic and crack a target at 7 yards, 10 yards, 25 yards, 100 yards, 50 yards, 100 yards, 200, for like there's no other confidence builder like that in existence. So let's talk about zeros. Once we kind of each go through our own like concept and ideas and why we do what we do, I have a little thing here. I'm actually going to draw out a 50 yard or a 50-200 zero and kind of show you guys why I have opted for that option. But what are you guys' thoughts on sighting and rifles? And we could either I'm coming from the standpoint of like a combat rifle. Are you
So
usually at a 50 yard zero or what were you also? Oh, holy moly. My bad. Flying Rich, thank you. I did not even see this. How was the coffee experience? I didn't do it yet. Rich, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. I will keep you posted. And what he's talking about is our boy, a fellow gun builder, Eagle Run 23, has a coffee company we want to support. It is Texas Parks Outlet Coffee. If you use code DARK, you get, I think, at least 10% off, maybe more. But they are literally roasting beans in Texas and shipping it directly to you. From the point that this was roasted, within like 3 days, it was in my cup and I was drinking it. It was incredible. It is incredible. I got 3 bags, gave one away to one of the homies. This stuff is incredible. Love it. And you support a fellow gun builder. And Flying Rich also gave a member chat. Flying Rich member for 18 months. Thank you, my guy. How was the coffee? Well, yeah, there you go. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. My bad. I didn't see that. But yeah, zeroing combat rifles. Go ahead.
Mhm.
So you wanna go first, Fish?
Yeah, I'm different than most. I do the 36 yard.
I was gonna say, go ahead.
So this is on 5.56. I've gravitated more to 11.5 builds because I'm confident out to 3 with an 11.5. And I don't think I'm going to gauge anything past that with a 5.56. If I
Yeah.
do, I'm grabbing a 308, right? So I don't want to have holdovers as much as possible. So between 0 and 300, it's not that far off on a 36 yard. When you stretch it out to the 50 and the other shit, you're gonna have holdovers within 5 yards and 10 yards and shit like that, and out past 200 or whatever. So I like to keep it just like that. 36 yard 0 on my 11.5. That's my go-to. No, I can bang out in a house in a CQB, and if I need to stretch its legs, I can. So that's me personally. Other people
And
might have a different 0 that they like. It's fine. Just know your shit.
yeah, that's the most important thing.
Know
Getting
your holdover.
it is 36. He said 36. Not 26.
Did I say
So
26?
no, you said 36. I think you
Yeah.
just may have misheard.
Yeah.
So and it's preference, right? Because it's all of what we're discussing works. But if you don't go out and actually like run your gun and get it sighted in and feel that confidence of like bam, ting, like it's special, right? So get that confidence builder, get your rifle sighted in. Please don't be on team shoot it noises. Like you're better than that. All of you are better than that. No, I said 26 earlier in chat. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It's going to
So
require a little more because not every range has 36 yards, right? Like most
Yeah.
inboards are 25.
Yeah.
yeah,
It depends. 25 or 50,
Depends.
depending on the range.
So personally, my 11.5, I'm with Fish on a 36. My 13.9, I'm on a 50 yard.
Now, are
There's
you guys real quick? Are you guys when you're zeroing these? Are you zeroing them with like 77 OTMs or what are y'all using?
no, I
I'm
have
rocking.
go ahead.
You sure? I when I zero with what I'm going to war with. So like I will use the 77s or the 69s. I'll make sure both are right in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And what they're talking about, guys, is 77 grain open tip match rounds or 69 what Sierra Match Kings or
Mhm.
something like that. So just different types of ammunition. Sorry about that, Dust. Go ahead.
No, you're good. So and I'll get to the ammunition part with you. On my 11.5, I'm at a 36 yard 0. On my 13.9, I'm on a 50 yard 0, which there's not really much of a difference from the 36 and a 50 yard. There is a 50 yard difference at the 350 to 400. So
Mm.
the 36 yard 0 at 400, you're at the tip of the head versus the 50, you're at 350 at the tip of the head, for essentially center mass. But, and the reason for the difference is because my LPVO on my 13.9, I have a whole situation happening in my reticle where my holdover is a lot different, so I can stretch it a little farther. It does get a little weird, whatever. By 11.5, I'm gonna be honest with you. Probably after 250, 300, I'm not gonna engage.
Yeah.
I'll look to
It's
the left and right, and somebody with a longer setup, I'd be like, yo, take that shot. Like, unless I absolutely have to,
yeah.
whatever. Now, as far as ammo, I'm on cheap ammo with my zeros because that's what I use. But essentially, with this cheap ammo from good ammo, that
Mhm.
drop isn't much fucking different.
Yeah.
Like, like I won't be able to be as consistent with these the 77, like it won't be as consistent. But if I send a rope, something's gonna touch you. If I'm fucking cinched down and I'm like, "Ah, bah, 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 bah," and there's a rope coming at you, something is in a 36 yard 150 zero. Eh, y- yes and no.
Yeah, I
Yes
mean,
and
I
no.
I I wouldn't I
36
wouldn't
yard out to 150 is gonna touch 150.
yeah.
Right? But once you zero at 150, what happens beyond that, I'm not so sure about.
Aim at
If
the
that makes any
chin
sense.
at a 36-yard zero, aim at the chin on a silhouette at 150 yards. You're gonna be
Like,
doing good business.
like, to be honest, I'm gonna fucking aim. I'm gonna aim T box. So if I hit you in your chin, your throat, whatever, regardless, you're gonna be hurt.
Yeah. Or your
Like,
sternum.
or your sternum, like yeah, absolutely. A sternum. I don't know if you guys know, but if you don't have a plate and you get hit in your sternum, you're out the fight. I don't give
Dunzo.
a fuck if it's 22.
Yeah.
You're out the
You
fight.
are
You get
you're
hit with a
done.
marble hard enough in your sternum, and you're on the fucking floor, dog.
If anyone out there has ever, been woken up by a police officer by a sternum
With the
tap,
knuckle,
woo, bro, I got woken up by a mag light sternum tap.
I've had to wake people up. I've had to wake people up
Yeah.
like that. Like it's like, oh fuck, here we go.
Back,
Knuckle.
back in
That
the
knuckle
day.
right there is your friend, and then people get up there like that.
What the
What the fuck? It's like,
Yeah. The funny thing, back in the day before we had Narcan and naloxone, it was a sternum rub, sternum tap, whatever you want to call it, and ice on the balls, bro. And I wasn't icing nobody's balls back then, all right? So they're getting sternum taps all day and slaps in the face
the slaps in a sternum rub is more effective than a slap in the face.
for sure, for sure.
A
If
sternum
you
rub,
don't
a
wake up,
sternum rub, whether you're knocked out because somebody punched your fucking lights out, whether you took some shit and you're down bad, whether you drank so much and you blacked the fuck out and passed out, that sternum rub that's waking you up. Even
yeah,
if it's like 10 seconds, you're gonna be up. It's like, all right, he's still alive.
yeah.
Like,
DB Cooper said, "Oh, that's too much to remember. I'll stick with 100 and hold."
and you know what's funny? The 100 hold, right? The 100 hold is on my 308 because I have a I'm not going to say complete. I was going to say complete, and that would have been a lot of a partial dope chart that
Mhm.
I am pretty decent with figuring out the in betweens all the way out to 1,000. But
Now,
I need to
dope.
clean that up a little bit.
What do you ever mean of dope? Are you talking about documenting like some type of engagements that were previous, or like what does
Yeah,
that
yeah.
mean?
It's data based off of previous engagement. Like, like it's just knowing where your shot's gonna land at all fucking times.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know,
Oh snap! Hey,
data.
Craig,
Yeah. Go ahead.
Craig Licker, my bad. Craig Licker, bro, thank you. Craig Licker just became a new channel member, returning channel member. And by the way, Craig Licker is the one that recently had an unfortunate run-in with Rhode Island's finest.
Oh God.
He was
God bless his soul.
yeah, man. God bless you, bro. I know you're going through a difficult time, man, and I appreciate you supporting me, but man, I wish we could find a way to come together and support you too, man, because we have so many people that are in our community right now that are struggling. You know, Craig got hit up by tyrants. John Rice's house burned down. We got all these people that are struggling with real life shit. So If I don't know, I wish we could just like create a fund where we could just support people that were going through tragic life circumstances. But I love all y'all, man. Appreciate all y'all. My bad. Go ahead, Dust.
No, it's sorry. Um, it's what was I saying?
You were talking
Sorry.
about how good dope is.
Yeah, it's fucking. You just gotta try it once or twice. Nah, but the reality, like up on my 308, my bolt gun, like that's super important. That gun doesn't see bad ammo. I prefer Burger. 175 OTMs, like just really specific. Whatever. Um,
Yep.
and honestly, there's people like that with their 5.56, right? Where they run a specific ammo, whether they're dumping rounds or just generally shooting, and they're like, "This is the only fucking ammo I run." My
I'll be
five five
real.
six.
You know what I sight in my ARs using?
What?
You want to guess?
Winchester white box.
XM 193. Now, there's a few different brands. There you go. Is that 9 mil? Is that 9 mil?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, man, I just XM 193 is extremely effective. It's hot ammo for target ammo, and everyone is out there sleeping on it. They're like, "Oh, that's my range ammo. I'm going to keep my 62 grain, LEPs, my penetrators for, when it's wartime." And you know what? And those punch holes and those are effective too, and there's not too much variance between 55 and 62. So I found that for me personally, if I sight in my stuff using 55 grain XM 193s, when I switch over to 62 grain LEPs, the green tips, steel core, I'm still very, very, very close.
Yeah, no, absolutely. When it comes down to the like I said, like when it like the 5.56 stuff, there will be a 2-inch deviation,
And you know what?
3 inch,
Actually,
4 inch
when you
deviation.
absolutely, and I got to add this too. There's a huge difference, and I don't want anyone to get confused on this. There is a huge difference between um, accuracy, effectiveness with accuracy in a combat rifle
Combat
and
rifle, yeah.
precision accuracy.
Precision accuracy is way different. That's my bolt gun. That's what I'm on. I like to
Mhm.
stay consistent. Lot numbers, like different shit. Like I like to stay consistent with ammo. That's the only gun I keep clean because of
Mhm.
the consistency.
Yeah,
Now, the quote unquote combat, AR setups, or at least my good ones, my go tos.
and it
I
could
really,
be
like I said, I
duty,
don't care. I know
recon.
at duty or whatever. Like I know at 100 yards, there's gonna be a 2 to 3 inch deviation, which most people are like, "Oh, well, that's the difference between missing and not." It's like, well, fucking silhouette's a silhouette, an
Yep,
adult silhouette, a fucking IPSC, whatever you want to call it. Silhouette's a
yep.
silhouette. If I'm aiming fucking center mass or your throat or your T box, if I missed you, then I missed you. God forbid. I'm not out here exposing violence or anything like that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
But
we're
I know
talking about
one of my guys is gonna be on it. Like
yeah.
one of my guys is gonna be on it. I know how to take a back seat.
We're
Yeah.
we're talking about for all y'all, we're talking about silhouettes. We're talking about targets, not
Mhm.
not human beings, for God's sakes, guys.
I think people get too much focused on this MOA shit.
And you know
Um,
what's crazy? I'm sorry, Fish. Let me just get this out. I just got a text for somebody who's watching. I'm not gonna throw them out there. There's an individual who's watching, and the text I got in is Army acceptance standard is 4 MOA.
Whoa.
So
that's 4 inches at 100 yards, though.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. And I know, and I said my shit's gonna be 2 to 3. I'm still within that combat effectiveness.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shoot. Every gun will shoot two, pretty much.
and there's
Any
so
decent.
Yeah.
most of the people that I see talking about MOA, one MOA, and I can tell they actually don't even know what they're talking about when they say, "Oh, that's 1 inch MOA at 100 yards." Like, oh, whoa, bro, that you don't have to say. That's like saying VIN number, right? Like, you don't say vehicle identification number. Like, 1 MOA is it's already assumed that that is 100 yards. You don't need to add that extra part in. Dang, Rudy. Holy moly, bro. You were killing it tonight, bro. Rudy. Thank you so much, Rudy. You've already done way too much, my guy. Thank you so much. $20 super chat. Can't stay on tonight, but you all have a great weekend. You too, brother. Thank you, Rudy. I appreciate you, my guy. And all you guys supporting me through this ridiculous tyranny. Thank you. Quality troublemakers here, I see. Absolutely. Only the best.
Hey. You got the quality right. Troublemakers.
As
I
VIN
wouldn't
long as
call
number.
you're,
it troublemakers.
as long as you're around 2 or 3
problem
MOA, you're fucking good. You'd be
Yeah.
better off spending your time practicing combat situations than you would trying to dial in a fucking MOA at 100 yards.
So I just
You're not
pulled
gonna
up.
be laying down on your fucking dick at a fucking
Not at
range.
100. Not at 100.
No, dude, you're gonna be on your fucking feet,
Moving.
moving,
With less than 2
Potentially
seconds.
moving and shooting at 100.
and then
Yeah.
oh shit, they're there.
While hearing zing crack, zing crack, right?
like-
I pulled up at a gun shop, I don't know, probably a few weeks ago, a month ago, and I pull up and I see the come and take it plates, the Gadsden flag plates, and the license plate was so it's 6 characters. It's like my old one was AKS 74U, right? This dude's license plate was 025 MOA. And I'm like, bro, stop flexing, number one. But a quarter MOA. I mean, that is the world's between combat effective accuracy and like precision accuracy. Those are 2 completely different worlds. So I don't want people to think that I am not a precision shooter. I know, Dust, you're starting to get into more long range stuff and you're doing way more stuff than I ever did in that realm. But I don't want people to get confused by me talking about my 1 to 6 LPVO, thinking about like I'm trying to dip my toes in a long range with a 55 grain XM193. So just throwing that out there.
Again, that's when you go to 308 or better.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. After a certain range, and like, don't get me wrong. So I've shot with guys that you know, no disrespect to anyone. No disrespect to any of this, like anyone. Like I said, I'm just a civilian, the dirty civilian. I shot with guys, and some of the nastiest shooters I've shot with are fucking Marines.
Yeah.
So yo, straight the fuck up.
They spend the most time at the range, 100%.
Yo, bro, some of the nastiest dudes I've shot with are Marines. Like, yo, from pistol to bolt gun to AR setup. Like these motherfuckers, they're in the shit talking realm of what I got going on. They are my biggest problem. They are my biggest issue. The Marine guys are my biggest fucking issue. These dudes are fucking nasty. I'm talking witnessed 14-5 setup with a can, 1,000 yards, 5.56, fucking grouping this big, 6 shots back to back. And I'm just like, that's fucking sick. He's on a can. Just like,
dude,
ding, just cracking him off. Ding, and I'm like, he's a demon. Like, what the fuck? Like, he's a demon.
I honestly
bro.
think some of the best shooters I've ever been out with were civilians. I think, and I've known a lot of Marines that have been just like incredible behind a gun. I think with civilians though, a lot of times they're not restricted by equipment, right? And I think that I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but some of the team guys that I've met and gone shooting with, and so I even when I was a kid, I went shooting with an ATF agent. I mean, if he even knew what I was gonna do when I grew up. Right?
Fucking knew it.
You're right. He's been following me since that day.
Fucking knew it. Fish. He's one of them.
Yeah, yeah. Did you see the thing about Tennessee bill about lettuce? How they might be having lettuce and tomatoes with vax in it. Um, that's been a thing for a minute.
I die. Just know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. I agree with you. There's some dope ass civilians, but you also see like badass shooters who are like 400 pounds. You're like,
yeah, that's another thing too. You
how
got to
far
be
is
able
that?
to move.
You stuff that dude, you stuff that meatball in an attic and be like, survive, do your thing. Like, just
If you see
survive.
anyone within 500 yards of his house, you
Just
light 'em
smoke
up.
them. Do not let anybody get close to this, bro. Here's a
Yeah,
box of Pop-Tarts, a case of Oreos, some fucking apple juice or whatever you like to drink, and just don't
Cheetos.
move.
And I'm not in the
Cheetos,
best I'm not in the best fucking shape, but
me neither, but I know what
None
exactly
of us
what you're
are.
saying.
you
I know
gotta at
exactly.
least make it 4 blocks, doggy. Like,
None of us are, but here's the deal. If we were out, okay, and I knew if something like hand to God, if something popped off for bigger dudes, we could move. Like
Yeah.
oh
we
yeah,
Like,
can
all right, time to
move.
go when we have to. It's forceful moving.
Yep. Yep.
It's forceful moving. I
And
get
dude,
it.
even though like regardless of how many classes I had done, training events I had done, how many, people, and it could be that maybe the whole thing, and I'm not trying to have it like give any disrespect to anybody or any service people when I said like some of the best shooters I worked with were civilian. I think that some of the training events that I've been to in the past where um service members were doing the training, I think I may have been a little I've become a little salty to them because they were GWAT guys that were kind of stuck in the older way of doing things without having an open mind of training and developing. As I'm going through taking basic rifle classes all over the East Coast just so I can learn more shit. Like even when we went to MD Arsenal, took another basic rifle course, right? Took another basic rifle course with Dude Knowledge and with Hat Creek, and then we did the intermediate and then the advanced gunfighter course, and it, at every different elevated level, it's always just in some form like elevated fundamentals, basics. You know what I mean? It's some form of, you know, elevated basics. I guess I don't know if that's a good way to say it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's a pistol pistol 1.5 rifle 1.5 like
Oh, and just to add this really quickly, because some folks were talking about like like, oh, I've taken my dot out to 100 yards or my pistol out to 100 yards. I would tell anyone out there that has kit, like if you have gear, if you got the call right now, like, yo, we got to go right now, the rifle that you would grab and the handgun that you would grab, whatever your kit is, you need to be able to crack a silhouette at 100 yards with any firearm on you. If that's your AR and your pistol, you got to be able to and we got in this conversation about like, oh, I could hit this target at this distance, and Dustin and I were talking about it, we were like, yo, you better be like, I could hit a silhouette at 100 yards in 3 seconds or less with my pistol, right?
yeah.
Like you have to be as proficient as you possibly can be within 100 yards, and in most cases beyond 100 yards is just murder, but practice, that's all I'm saying.
someone in the chat said earlier, all of us aren't preparing for the apocalypse, and I'm like, all right.
I mean,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yo,
You're
my
absolutely right.
question is this:
I'm preparing to
Do
survive.
you honestly believe shit's gonna get better from here?
Absolutely not.
What would you
There
think
ain't
then?
no way.
Like
It is.
all, I mean, if you do, tell me, like, enlighten me, make me feel better about what the fuck we're about to go through.
Who said that we weren't
I'm at a
preparing for
time.
the apocalypse?
There's just
I'm gonna
people
be
out there
real with you.
like that, like, like
I'm gonna be real with you, right? And I've come with this I've come with this like the whole thing today. If I gotta talk about it with you at this point in time, you're a
Yeah, it's not.
liability.
You're late. Yeah, yeah.
You're a liability. Like they like and I don't want to sound like an asshole. I don't want to sound like a scumbag or a fuckhead or whatever you want to label me as. If we have to have this discussion now, there's the always never too late. But if we have to have this discussion and go into depth, bro, there's that part of me that I'm looking at you and I'm like, you're a liability, dog. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
if
getting
you're
that phone
just
call. I'm not throwing that kite your way. I'm not. I'm not. I can't. I cannot do this. I cannot put
yeah.
myself in a situation to double down, sit back, and be like, "Yo, man, this is what's going on. This is the way you have to be. This is what has to happen." Because I feel like with that time that I'm trying to explain all this 20, 30 minutes, we could be fucking gone.
Well,
Like
also,
we could be out of here.
if somebody right now, if somebody is unaware of the stage, like the level of shit that we're in right now, what does that say about their awareness?
It's
You don't
easy to
got my
tune out.
back.
It's easy to tune out though. Like I don't blame them completely. Like I
Yeah,
get
sure.
people want to just put the fucking blinders on and be like, nope, not paying attention. Don't hear that. Biden's cool.
Yeah, I
Everything.
just want to get my
I just
paycheck
want,
and
I want my
That's cool.
paycheck and just fucking.
I
Can't we all
respect
just
that.
get along? And
I
and
respect
hey,
that. To the
if
fullest.
that's how you want to roll with it, you roll with it. But like,
You got it.
but here's the thing.
I don't want no
Once
parts.
once you notice it, once you drink from that well,
you
you
can't go
can never not see it. You can never not see it. Look, if anyone in chat, and I think most of the people here likely agree with me, if anyone in chat is thinking like, well, maybe things will get better, here's what I'll say. Think of the people in charge, and then think of the people in charge of the people in charge, and then think of the people beyond those people, then think of the string pullers in charge of the people in charge of the people that are in charge of the people in charge. Okay? Think of the crimes that they have committed. We are talking genocide. We're talking mass murder on a scale that we could not even comprehend. We're talking about spying. We're talking about coups. We're talking about like treason, like actual tyranny. Anytime you talk about that, like
treason, poisoning,
yeah,
chemical warfare,
bingo. The
known
All that.
known fucking false flags to start wars, proven over and
yep,
over and over and over and over.
It's been
We can go
happening.
on and on, dog. Like
what are for those things that we mentioned? What are the penalty for those things?
nothing.
Well, in this world we're living in right now, it appears to be. But what's the typical penalty for tyranny, treason, genocide,
Depends.
murder?
Depends.
The
Depends.
gallows. They get the gallows. They get.
It depends on who's doing it. Are we doing it or are they doing it? Because if
So
they're doing it,
that's
if
what I'm
they're
saying.
if they're doing it, it's okay. If we do it, please believe that we're getting put under a prison.
For sure.
We're gonna get erased off this earth.
Oh, you're a right wing
as bad as the Mandela effect. It never
Bro,
happened. You
I
don't
think-
exist.
Dust,
Like-
I think you're a white supremacist and you're scaring me.
No, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. If that's it, yo, listen, if that's what it takes for like as simple as me to say something like that and get a reaction and somebody say that for everybody else to wake up, then call me Clayton Bigsby, bro.
I was about to,
But I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I'm not going to spend too much time on it.
Yeah.
Like it is what it is. Like bro, this is the reality of our every fucking day. There's absolutely no way, and I'm sorry if I'm rambling, but there's absolutely no fucking way that we live life every single day and don't see the craziest difference from 10 years ago. Fuck a 20, fuck a 30, fuck a whatever from 10 years ago. If you don't see a difference,
dude, 5.
Yeah, just 5.
You're a liability, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I just can't help you, bro. Like,
yeah.
I
And this
can't help you.
It Detective John Campbell. He said, "Why did Clayton Bigsby divorce his wife?" I
He
can't
was
say.
at.
She was a
I
lover.
was gonna say something, but this is YouTube.
You can. I mean, you're the only one. Well,
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not
Fish,
gonna do it. I'm
Fish
not
could
gonna do it.
halfway say it.
That shit'll get clipped. That shit'll get clipped. And then
Yeah.
if the world happened to be better in 10 years, but the bullshit continue, I will be on the newspaper.
At least you would have another video that got 100 million views. All right, that's
Yeah, that shit don't matter, bro. That if I can't feed my family and they put me somewhere
nah.
that I'm
It
not
would
supposed to be,
it'd probably still be monetized.
Bro.
and yeah, it'll still be monetized, and they're making money, and I'm just.
What did you think about the AT&T blackout? You think that was like a test, and they're gonna start doing it more often?
I think
That was nobody else but us.
What do you
It
mean?
was nobody else but us.
What do you mean?
The AT&T shit that just happened that they were
Yeah.
blaming on other people,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
If you think it was the other people, you're fucking bugging.
Why would anyone ever say it's them? Go look at them. Go look at them. It's got to be
It was
them. It's
that.
gotta be
Go
them."
look at them, but we fixed it in like an hour.
Yeah, there's no way. So
Once they got a hold, I'm sorry. Once they got a hold of you, bro, if you grab somebody, you got a hold of them. Are you letting go?
of course not.
Fuck no,
Never.
bro. You're picking them
Never.
up and you're slamming them on their fucking head.
Or
Let's talk about it, bro.
Or just chain them up and drag them with you wherever you
and
go.
you just drag them with you. You fuck them. I got you.
Yeah.
You're fucked. This is the beginning of it. You're fucked. Not a.
Damn, you
put
guys
your
are gonna
right
have to
foot
make
in,
me
you put your
delete
right
my
foot
live
out,
stream.
you put your left foot in, and you're walking all out.
I'm gonna be mad that we're not gonna have internet, so I can't come on here and be like, "I told you so, motherfuckers."
So okay, so let's talk about that real quick. And to answer, hold on, let me go bake. Who was it? Ribco Readiness. So I think I paid like $100, 119.89, something around $100. It was right when braces were like bad, wrong, and don't, and it was on sale.
It
So
takes you down a whole list. How much are you trying to spend?
oh no, he's talking about the
MP5.
he's got a Zenith
I can
MP5.
take you down a whole list. You can go from
Didn't Zenith make TVs?
all the way down to some other shit.
Bro, my AP5, that thing is running like a champ. Love that thing with the binary in that.
What
Love
I would do, honestly, get the Picatinny adapter for the back, and then you could get like whatever. Literally endless list of shit.
I thought about that. Safety Harbor Firearms has a Picatinny rail adapter, but Safety Harbor Firearms also has the KES, the compact entry stock for the MP5K. Oh, yo,
I actually have a spare Picatinny adapter, and what's the SB brace that
for the K?
That locks onto the Picatinny?
Oh, the triangle folder joint?
Not triangle. It's metal, but then it's got a rubber thing on the back. I don't fucking know.
Yo, if you don't want it, I'll let you boy.
I have a spare because I SBR'd mine and got the B&T.
Ooh, the B&T stock is dope. Honestly, I give credit where credit's due. Safety Harbor Firearms. If you got okay, hold on. So I got to look this up right now. If you guys have not seen the compact entry stock for the MP5K by Safety Harbor Firearms, bro, y'all are tripping. This thing is a monster. Okay, hold on. So it takes. Here you go. This will be a good one. It takes the think of like the ergos and like the feel and look of a standard collapsing full size MP5 stock, right? But scale it down and put it on a K, and it just brings you out like 3.5 inches, and you can crank that thing out like that, and it is solid steel. This thing is bananas, dude. And any folder, it doubles the thickness of your little PDW, right? Or sub gun, or I don't like the PCC term, but you know, it this is just so freaking small. So I love it. So if I SBR my ish, this is what I'm going to be rolling with. It's just so dope. And he does make a Gearhead Works pistol brace adapter. Okay, so let's get back to it. So what I was saying is that the things that they have done, the things that they are guilty of, the punishment for all the things that they have openly done is death. It is it's death. It's the gallows, the electric chair, lethal injection. I mean, all that stuff, right? So how could they ever turn back? How could they ever not complete the mission? This is why, in this case, in 2024, we're sitting here like, man, this everything that's going on is happening at a rapid pace. It's uncomfortable. It feels weird. I don't like it, and that because they're taking and they're seizing every single opportunity they can to forward their agenda, and they don't care if you notice anymore. They used to hide the shit, not anymore. They don't care. They
Why?
don't
Because
care
you
if
have
you see
something up
it.
their sleeve.
They're operating with impunity right in front of us.
Bro, I'll keep it a buck. If shit hit the fan, half this population's gonna get wiped out in the same week.
Mm-hmm.
Just hope that you're a survivor. Half the population. I can fucking assure you that. You think they're gonna do this shit and not have a backup plan? It's almost like they're baiting us.
I think they
It's almost like
genuinely
they're
do.
fucking baiting us. They're like, this is America.
I
Like,
believe they want us to. They
that's what
want.
I'm saying. They want
Yeah.
some shit to happen because it would be easier for them to further their agenda on a tip of the get rid of all the other powers and have the few powers or one power or whatever. It's a lot easier to justify. It's almost like right. You're somewhere and you have a gun, right? And you know that these people aren't like that. They have knives, but you have like a fucking fully AR, and you have a plate carrier, and you have everything you need, right? And you're like, yo, I'm gonna go stir some shit up. I'm gonna go stir some shit up,
To provoke them.
and then to provoke it, and once it's provoked and it pops off, and it's like, thank you for my wishes. Third position, just
Yeah.
fucking eating them up, eating them up, eating them up, eating them up, eating them up. It's like, yo, I smoked half of them like that. The other
Right.
half ran. They're going to regroup or
Not
whatever.
only that, too, like while we're not doing nothing, they're constantly taking more rights, taking more
Yo,
shit.
bro, they're constantly doing something. It's not that we're not doing anything.
It's a
We are
double-edged
living-
sword. Like, fuck me
We're
if
living.
I do.
We're living our
right?
lives, bro. We go to work every day. We have a check to make to take care of our family, right? We're
Mhm.
preoccupied with a lot of shit in our daily lives. While the other side, this is what they do daily. They go into the office and they discuss how they can fuck us.
It is literally the beginning of Pinky and the Brain on repeat for these fools. What do you want to do today? Try to take over the world. Like they know, right? But here's the thing. So Mark Tucker, what's up, brother? He asked a really good question. What will it take to put the fear of God into the gov globalist politicians? So I posed a question, and I've said it now a few times, and I think it's important that all of you consider this. Okay, nowadays, and here we are in 2024, and we're looking at if anyone says anything publicly about, and actually, Dust, you and I talked about this recently. If anyone says anything publicly about trans folks or gay folks because they are running around shoving sodomy down everyone's throat, waving their rainbow sodomy flags around, and you got to be not only hip to it, you got to support, you got to promote. Right? Like if you don't promote and support it, you're bad, evil.
They're puppets too. They're getting used by them.
Of course, but they
They're
don't
gonna
know.
get, they're gonna be
Power, bro. They're
I'm a
not
fucking
puppets.
god.
They're
they're
empowered.
they're going to be the first ones to face the wall. They don't even know it. They're going to be
Yeah, getting their
they're
booty
literally
loose.
going to be led. They will be led to
Weird ass
a
politicians that like fucking kids and all that weird shit.
they're going to say, okay, all of you guys, go ahead and line up. We're going to send a shuttle bus up here for you guys. Just do me a favor and turn around and face the wall. We don't want you to see the party bus coming. You know what I mean? Like, and they're just not even going to see it coming, right? You know those like little air compressed bolts that go and then like come out and suck back in, and they're just going to be like ka-chunk, 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 just like cattle, right? And you know they say people with ARs don't get in cattle cars. But what I'm saying is,
Mm.
if people are terrified for the most part to stand up and say anything about trans folks or gay folks or queer folks or whatever, or in some cases black folks or illegal immigrants or whatever, if people are so scared and terrified to say anything to the contrary that they may lose their life, their livelihood, their income, their job, their become deplatformed or whatever. My question is this.
Lightning Scott said it the best. Says or get canceled. He
Yeah.
not just says it the best. Lightning Scott says, all right, there's 3 stages of it. And Kanye and Andrew Tate both said it.
Yep.
There's canceled, you get canceled, right? First. Second, they put you in jail. And the third,
Third,
yep,
murk you.
that's it.
I thought Charleston White said it the best. I hate
I
blacks,
don't know.
Puerto Ricans, Jews, fish, dogs, cats.
So
I hate
here,
everybody.
I
here here's
don't listen. He's a liability. He's 100 pounds and has one eye.
Have you ever seen that when he does that? He's like, I fucking hate every. He's like, he literally says, I hate fish, dogs, cats, horses.
no, I haven't seen that. But here's my question that I pose to all you guys. What do we have to do and what has to change so that instead of right now the target, the the military violent extremists, right? The military age male that's armed is the enemy, right? They are the domestic terrorist or whatever. What do we have to do? The question I'm posing to you guys, to don't answer it now. Think about, I mean, if you have the answer, God bless you, give it to us, please. But what would we have to do that would make them treat us, the patriotic military age males that are armed? What would we have to say, do, or act on for them to be equally terrified to ever speak about us publicly, to
We have
ever to
You
disrespect
already,
us
you already
publicly,
know the answer, but we can't discuss it.
to, well, maybe, but hold on, to criticize us, to judge us, to say anything. If someone were to make a video right now and say, oh, I think
Tejas got
transmission
it.
people, uh maybe, but maybe not, because the reality is that they likely want that. They've been trying to provoke that for so long, because then they can say, ah, see, they did it. We told you they were going to do it. We told you they were dangerous. We told you they were military violent extremists. We told, right? So I don't know what it is, but just take that little question with you
And I
and
don't know if
say,
we did it
what would
all
we
at
have to
one
do?
time and every state got busy.
Or we could all just say no. We could all just stop paying taxes. We could all just refuse to do anything, refuse to comply, just outright refuse to comply. Think of Virginia. Okay. In Virginia, 3 years, yeah, 3 years ago, when they said, we're going to pass an assault weapons ban in Virginia, 30,000 people showed up in full kit and said, no, you're not. From all over the country. They were like, no, you're not going to. And they sweep that bitch up after they left. Right? Like,
But but
not a single
there's
shot fired.
something, yeah, not a single shot fired, right? That I'm not gonna lie, that was dope. But what I find very interesting, right? Um, why hasn't it happened again?
So actually, that's it. Thank you, Goonbeam. That's the other thing I was going to bring up was that this year we're in the same exact situation. We have an assault weapons ban that is literally, making its way through the House, and we have the same every MLK Day, every Martin Luther King Day. We have
They
Lobby Day where
they
we go
control
there.
the social media more now. They're not gonna let a grassroots movement
so-
fucking start. They're
Dude,
gonna
it
chop
was
that shit right. Just how they
it was
shadow ban us
200
on
people.
IG.
200 people.
Yeah, they're gonna stop it like that. That's how. That's why.
But and I
Not they're
understand what you're
gonna.
saying.
It's funny how
Y'all thought it was funny when they banned Alex Jones.
yeah how
They got
many
the
how
cake,
many
yeah.
you how many you 2A people in the chat and or panel have another social media platform, called Instaham, and you're shadow banned, and you find the reason why. Why are you shadow banned? Why?
Because I'm not a fucking 17-year-old girl shaking my pussy.
That's crazy how they show that, right?
Oh,
They'll
dude,
they'll, they'll show some underage. They show some underage female doing all kinds of wild shit. They'll show some dudes in the hood fucking on live talking a bunch of shit and show a shootout, right? They'll show everything
dudes
under the sun,
dumping switches.
cartels. They'll show everything else. But if you're making a dope video in a safe space and you're super safe about it,
Responsible 2A shit.
responsible 2A shit, nope,
Oh,
out of
bro.
the question.
Can't
Look,
have that shit.
the first things they took down of MGBs were his safety videos, right? Teaching people how to safety check their Glocks. Those are the first videos they took down, right?
You ever
Like that
realize
they don't care.
education? Little heads up for anybody who posts on IG. If you post a video and they ask you what category and you click education, you have to fucking damn near do a survey.
Hmm. Yeah,
You have to damn near do a fucking survey.
I'm this close to getting off all Meta products, including IG. And you know what? They don't deserve to have us on there. And everyone's like, "Well, yo, go Rumble, go Rumble, go Rumble." And look, the fact that we're even having this conversation on this platform is insane, right? Like the likelihood of us being here on this platform years to come, if the rule of law still exists.
Bro, we had the hearings on this shit.
We
When
probably
they
have
when they banned Alex Jones and all that, and everyone thought, oh, it's for the best.
this year. The end of this year is going to dictate how long we collectively are on this platform.
When they banned the fucking president,
I
that
think
should have been the like.
I think it may determine more than that this year. I think look at all the mass tragic events that have already occurred, and they told us they were going to. At the end of last year, the DOJ, YouTube, Google, like Alphabet, all of them were putting out notices. They literally said, y'all can't, after February 16th, you guys can't even talk about any type of big events, mass tragic events, shootings,
Yeah.
terrorist attacks, things like that. If they go against the what do they say? The general thinking of what Alphabet thinks. They called it the sentiment clause. And if a viewer says something that differs from their understanding of the ground facts, then they can cancel the viewer too. Like, how crazy is that?
It's fucked.
They're gonna. I'm scared, bro. They're gonna push people.
It's
To do
fucked.
something crazy?
Yeah, and they're gonna push a certain type and group of people. They're not gonna attack fucking kids and shit. Like they're gonna come. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna. I'm
We could
scared,
talk.
man. I'm scared. It's
The thing that makes me most nervous is that they are actively provoking in every possible way.
yeah, poking a sleeping fucking giant.
It's the
Yes.
reverse Uno card. It's the reverse Uno card. They play it like
Mhm.
we're poking the bear, right? They're playing like we're poking the bear, but the reality of it is that the masses, it's the actual bear, right? So
Yeah.
not only are we gonna poke this bear,
I hope
we're
we get
gonna
to see the
fucking
movie
close
first.
their cage. We're gonna close their cage. We're gonna limit their free time. We're gonna we're gonna do all this until it bubbles over, right? And it's not just one bear; it's an enclosure of bears, and these bears do nothing but want,
They
you
just
know, they
wanted
want
to
to
be left
they get
alone.
fish. They want to be left alone. They're chilling, bro. There's a few rogue bears. Let's talk about it. There's a few rogue bears, but they don't dictate the masses. But those rogue bears are going to be on the center of what's happening, and the rest of them, we're going to close them in. And they're bears, bro. Just give it some time, and they're going to fucking.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. There's been many a times I was like, you know what would be highly effective if we all went to 244 Needy Road in Martinsburg, West Virginia, and we all were to
March on the ATF.
hold on, and we all were to peacefully assemble, and we were to protest. We just could happen to be in full kit
Yeah,
while
no,
we.
we do that though. We do that, right? And it would be all kinds of people, right? We know there'd be blacks and Latinos and shit, but you know what they would say, right?
Oh, it'd be these, white
White,
neo-Nazi.
right wing, far supremacists march on the fucking government building.
But I think they would actually.
That's what they would say, dog. Like,
I don't think. I agree, but I don't think like if a mob of it, I dislike the whole right and left thing, but we have to acknowledge the world that we live in, right? If a mob of angry leftist extremists marched and protested to the
no,
ATF,
that's a peaceful protest, bro. We
they
did that.
wouldn't have done anything. My fear is that if a big group of people that believe in freedom, liberty, and independence and their natural rights got in full kit and went out to 244 Needy Road, Martinsburg, West Virginia, BATFE NFA branch. If they did that,
is that the enemy?
I mean
Is that
it's a
I
place,
mean,
you know.
it's a start.
If they did, it's one of the spider legs, right? What's it called? A Venn diagram. Um, if we were to go there, part of me was like, man, what if we went to the prison that Matt Hoover is at and protested? Right? That could be something. But anyway, I have a feeling that if people, I keep saying we, I mean people did that they would come out and just start exercising force immediately. And it would turn in to an extremely dangerous and deadly situation.
Yeah.
All it takes is one to crack off. One. You're just sitting there like, no more tax stamps. And then all of a sudden, and then it's just all out. Oh, man. Mm,
I don't know. That's crazy, right? Because you know what's another thing that's crazy?
what's
Look at
that?
the amendments, and we're sitting here talking about shit, and eggshells are being stepped around due to the fact that the First Amendment is stripped.
The
Yep.
first, the fourth, what's the search and seizure? That's gone. We lost a ton during the Patriot Act.
Oh yeah, the Patriot Act was for patriots.
Right.
That it was
Like,
designed for the patriotic.
you can't say what you want. Go on Twitter and say what the fuck you want. Go on Facebook and say what you want.
I mean,
You
Twitter
know
is
what's
probably the last
I
few
can't
places.
even say the F word on fucking Call of Duty anymore.
That's
What
true.
kind of America are we living in?
Why do you? Well, sorry. Go ahead, Des. What were you gonna say?
I'm just sitting here, just thinking, soaking it in.
So let me say this. So if our country is filled with They say close to half, 40 to 50% of people that think similarly to us. I don't believe that. I'd say probably 7 to 10% of people think like we do. Okay? Which is still, by comparison, a massive amount compared to them. Okay? With 7 to 10% of the country thinking like we do, maybe I shouldn't go down this road. uh, um, in the past, there were decisions that were made where tyrants were shot in the face for much
They were
less,
they were guillotined, bro. Let them eat cake. Oh
or
yeah, bitch. Oh yeah, yeah.
little to nothing. It is literally written in our founding documents that it is our responsibility, the people, right? It is our responsibility if the government gets in the way of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, it is the responsibility of the people to make changes. Man, you're so right about the
People don't want to
self-editing.
hear that. People don't want to hear that now. They don't. They don't. They
But
don't
they
believe.
say to
They don't
alter
think
that,
anymore.
I think we forget, and actually Sport Brand brought this up. It was a pretty high level conversation. It's to alter or abolish it. And people usually stop there, but they forget it's alter or abolish. And then the most important part, and institute a new government. People forget about that. It's like the people that say, "Oh, we want to, defund police and ban police and all this stuff." And then when you say, "Okay, well, what would you recommend then if you're not, for police?" And then they go through step by step explaining how they would literally just recreate the exact same police that we have right now. Well,
Yeah, we got a
we
whole bunch
need
of shit.
policing.
We need term limits cut out. We need to fucking stop these corporations from fucking buying politicians. Um, these corporations should not have rights like humans, right? That's fucking ridiculous.
We need to do
Um,
something about
we
companies like Alphabet that have a monopoly working directly with the federal government to encroach on all of our natural rights.
we need more checks and balances on where the fuck our taxpayer dollars are fucking going, and who decides that Ukraine gets that much money without checking with us first. The fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Uh,
Man,
Like
my bad.
you can't even fix a fucking pothole down my goddamn street, and we're worried about some fucking Russians and Ukrainians.
And this is where, so I think some people got upset
mind you, we're
because
supporting the biggest population of neo Nazis in the world, but whatever. What do I
That,
know?
that part.
yeah.
Not only that,
How else would they launder money?
the CIA probably runs Ukraine, bro. That president is a fucking
Puppet.
puppet if I ever seen one, dog.
Yeah.
Like, we're
He's an
laundering money through there. That's what the fuck we're doing because the dollar's about to collapse. But you know what? Let me chill because Fish is gonna go too far on this. It's gonna just fucking.
So that's the funny thing, though, is that we do self-edit. We do stop when we're having conversations like this, and when like this is the new town square, right? Like, imagine going into a bar and sitting down and having a conversation and be like, "Hey, fam, did you see that video? It was super based. Did you hear that story about that person that self-deleted? Oh, I got a new pew." And like, no, you don't. We only talk like that out of fear of AI retribution, of AI striking down our video, because we say, "Oh,
They
short
do it all the
pews,
time.
long pews, self delete," or what's the other which I'm gonna call it for like um self forever sleep? Like what? Like we say crazy shit because we're terrified of AI coming in and where can we get Fish Uncensored? Every Saturday on the Tactical Turkeys channel because they delete the live streams every Saturday.
Uh, there will be a new spot for it.
You know what? Y'all want to go
There
over
will
to
be
Rumble?
right now.
I could
I just
literally make a Rumble
want to
stream.
say to all the AI robots to the future when you come back and check this, like I'm gonna teabag your shit too. Like when I
Hmm.
fuck your shit up, I'm gonna let my dog rape your corpse.
Okay, yeah, maybe leave that part out. But I'm
Yeah,
definitely teabagging some drones.
yeah, fuck you, robots. All right.
So,
Um,
should we take this over to Rumble?
if we took it over to Rumble, we can literally say anything we want, and we can hold up guns too.
I don't even know how to rumble.
All you have to do is say, "Let's get ready to rumble." Sorry, okay, let me stop.
We need. I'm just saying, like that's what I be getting hyped lately because like we need to let them know we're not fucking playing, bro. Like
But
we
here's
gotta
the
have
problem.
some form of fucking my dick
That's
hangs low too, bitch.
that's
Like what's
why
up?
that's why I'm here. That's why I'm still here. That's why when I went through and I literally canceled everything, I kept YouTube, stayed on YouTube because it's my way of saying, "Hey, I am fighting against the machine on the machine." You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I
You and I feel like it's our duty too, because there's a lot of people that are scared, rightfully so, bro. You got families and shit. You don't want to get self-deleted or doxxed or whatever the fuck. But
But at
just
some
know
point, you gotta be willing to give it all to get everything back. Like, at what
that
point are you just okay with it, right? Like, I know dudes that have YouTube channels that do shorts with gloves on, so AI doesn't identify their fucking fingerprints. I'm like, "Dude, sometimes you just need to stand up and say, 'I am me. This is what I do. This is what I believe in.
Are you
If you got
talking
a
about that one
problem,
Cali guy?
come to my fucking door.'" What's
that
that?
and
Talking about the one.
we gotta let people know there's other people that think like you out here. You're not
That's
alone,
true.
dog. Like we're
Yeah.
I know you're in your house with your guns clean, you got your kit and you're fucking ready. So are we, baby. You're not in this alone. Like
Yeah.
that's what it is.
I appreciate that, Mark Tucker, and I fuck with Dan Bongino. I do think he's a little still trapped in the worldly piece of it. He seems like a good dude of good integrity, but there comes a time when you give up on the right and the left, when you give up on the justice system, when you give up and I don't think, and I'm not talking about like despair, right? Like I'm not talking about like, oh, it's all compromised, it's all burned down, it's all
No,
the
no,
it's all, I'm just saying
100%.
opening
But
your
they
eyes.
still need to know there's consequences to their actions.
Yes.
You
And
know what I'm like? You could push us a long fucking way and we're cool because we got our fucking Starbucks and whatever the fuck, but like we have a line in the sand, so be careful.
yeah.
You know?
So let's talk about that. What's the line in the sand? We had a whole show on this. What's the line in the sand?
I don't dictate that. I just follow suit.
I don't really buy that. I mean, I think so what you said and what that really means in dust language is two
Yeah,
different things.
yeah.
So what he said was, "I don't dictate that. I just follow suit," which means I'm sitting with my back against the wall, my hands in my pocket, my hat tipped down, and I'm looking up and I'm watching all y'all to see when I need to make my move. And boy, I've been working on my draw.
Yo, bro, that is so funny. I was like, I don't think.
And for the record,
I don't know. I don't.
we're all comedians that do cosplay, and this is a fucking thing that we do. So
Yeah, I'm not even DLD After Dark, guys.
yeah,
That's what Chris
bro.
channel.
Like
I am a tier 1 LARPerator. That's it.
I go to
LARPing.
fucking
Facts.
brunch, okay? I go to brunch.
I am a
Right?
So brunch
super
is
high
so
speed fast food eater.
brunch sounds amazing.
Yeah,
No, the answer is the line's already been crossed. But
yep.
but
All of us came to that conclusion. All
but
and the other two people. Let me just add this. It was me, Rich, and Crump, and all of them basically said, when it comes to my door, right? When it comes to my door, when it's at my house, in my neighborhood, and when we went through everything and asked questions, it was like, okay, well, what does that mean when it comes to your door? Is it not at your door right now? What when they take your money? Oh, they're doing that. When
that's what's gonna wake everyone when the dollar collapses and they force you onto some fucking
but
um
they've already
I
taken
know,
everything.
but they're gonna force you onto some traceable shit and tell you what the fuck you can buy.
Yeah. I mean,
That's when people are gonna start bucking. But
I
it's
don't
gonna
even
be
know
too
if we're
late.
gonna make it to that.
Oh no, I don't think so.
Because they're talking about the the uh CBDC, the digital currency. They said that it would probably be about 10 years from last year to work with the CSR and ESG scores and all this, and
Yeah,
to
it already works in China. They already got the fucking blueprint. They're gonna
yeah, but
go
for
and
it
be
to
like,
work
"Yo,
on a consumer level
you
here,
you said this fucking wrong thing about Biden. You can't buy fucking food this week.
yeah, or you've already used
Think it's
X
not
amount.
coming?"
Oh, 100%. That's why. Honestly, remember, guys, Glocks are a very good bartering item. Okay, especially if you have like 4 dozen. All right, Glocks, silver, precious metals, all that stuff, ammo, food, water, shelter, security. Actually,
And if you
water,
think you're
food,
gonna buy
shelter,
guns and
security.
ammo,
Tripping.
oh shit, that's funny.
Yeah.
You better get it now.
Yeah. The dollar is collapsing. Correct. Yes, it is. The snozberries taste like snozberries. Yeah, they do. It is actively working in other countries right now, 100%. There were reports saying that it would from last year when almost every bank took on the ESG scores, the corporate social responsibility scores. Think about that. Corporate social responsibility scores. So let's say a gun store or an ammunition depot store. What type of corporate social responsibility score do you think they'll have?
Yeah, it's gonna be wild, dude.
Yeah. Chances are, if all of you out there search in whatever online search engine you use, the name of your bank and ESG or CSR, you are going to find something on their website.
Oh yeah, and that's what they did during the market crash in 2008 and the COVID shit. They just consolidated everything to these giant fucking corporations and bought up. So there's like three banks who are all ran by the same fucking three people who own all the little banks. Like it's going down in 100%. For sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, send him Dust, send him a link. My bad. Hold
You're good.
on.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, and Joe Vacue, if you're out there, bro, I looked through, and I'll do this again real quick. I looked through all of the people that have been banned from my channel. You are not on the list, my guy. So it may be, and I had this happen a couple times. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me just double check. Actually, this would be like triple or quadruple check, but let me see. Jova Q.
Not to mention they bought up all the farmland, they control all the food. Fucking oh.
Oh, I know, dude. Did you see all the farmland that had been purchased and all the land that had been purchased around Travis Air Force Base in California?
By the Chinese, yeah.
Bro, by Flannery and Associates, which is a Chinese company, which I think literally had like a UPS box as their address.
Yo,
And
you know, sorry to cut you off. You know what's crazy? Uh, which at this point I'm over politicians, but the last administration stopped. They stopped it. They stopped from they stopped China from buying property here, and
yeah,
this administration opened it back up.
yeah, bro. Jova Q, you're not in the band uh
The part where they fucked up though is they don't own the transportation, and you saw that.
Bro,
Well, think about okay. So think about it like
bro,
this.
we
So
have,
Like the
bro,
truck drivers are private contractors, so like if we really want to get busy, you better keep them on your fucking side.
and which they're fucking them over too because DOT is a fucking cunt.
Yeah,
So Chris
Talk about
Stevenson,
that.
Jova Q was saying that his chats are hidden from my channel. I don't know if one of the mods accidentally banned him mistakenly, like on accident. There's been times where I'm a moderator on a bunch of other people's channels. I could put my phone in my pocket, running out to my car or something, and then all of a
accidentally
sudden
banned
I
someone.
accidentally ban somebody.
Yo, I
Um,
accidentally subscribed to like weird shit. I'm like, why is this on my feed?
Because
I
you like
think
weird shit.
how weird we talking, like breastfeeding channels or like hot naked yoga. What are we talking about?
You know, fucking furries and shit. Yeah. The usual.
Mm, I don't know about that, Big Easy. I don't know about that.
I think they restricted um like a certain type. So basically, investment groups that were 100% um, international couldn't purchase or something along those lines. But I don't think they completely stopped it. But I think they had different policies in place that could
Yo, you know what's crazy? Another thing that
reduce.
I noticed. I'm
Mm,
sorry.
no,
Another
you're
thing
good.
that I noticed last shot show. Last shot show. I physically seen um quite a few companies not from here and literally on their badge because your badge has your name, essential basic information
From
and
China.
companies in China. And
Yep.
these dudes, because I paid attention, these dudes in their goodie bag.
Why you
I,
hating on Harosan?
yo, listen, yo, I'm just saying, bro. Like I just things that I noticed when I watch. In their goodie bags, it was nothing but books filled with information, like
It's
just books.
valuable.
And I'm just like, hmm, how are these
You,
dudes? How the NSSF allow this?
they don't care. They people. A lot of people think, and it's funny because people ask like, "Yo, how did you get into Shot Show?" Like, anyone can go, right? Like they're basically selling tickets or allowing media to sign up to come in. So
Yeah,
I think I think they're just kind of trying to sell out the show, and I don't think they restrict. And it's interesting because even a lot of that information is restricted through ITAR.
yes,
Like I think, and I know firearms, even bro, even flashlights intended for firearms, lasers, scopes, those things are restricted by ITAR too. I had no idea.
tooling,
Tooling specifically for guns,
and there was
preloading.
quite a few because I'm into tools because I'm a weirdo like that. There was a few booths I stopped by, and I had they sent me a few like books of tooling and shit, and I was looking in these books, and I'm like, wow.
So no, you can't just go. You'll get escorted off the floor, but anyone can sign up or as media or buy a ticket. I've been in transportation 25 years now, Lightning Scott, and they keep changing the regulations. Oh, all day. People don't understand how highly regulated things like transportation via trucks, it's just things like 26-foot trucks. Like, bro, if you
Yeah,
don't stop at a weigh station, if your
yeah.
weight is off, and for certain industries are highly regulated.
Yep.
I'm sorry, my voice is still kind of jacked up. Did you send him the link?
Yeah,
For Rumble.
No, for JovaQ.
Oh,
Yeah, so interesting thing. P38 Wilbur, who's one of our viewers in the chat right now, um, he had another channel. He was under a completely different name before, and he randomly got banned, but he did not show up in the banned people's names. So he had to create another channel just to be able to come in and chat with us. It's crazy. I don't know. Ooh. Maybe this is what YouTube was talking about, because they said in February they were going to start banning people that say things that differ from their sentiment. So Chovaq is known to say some things here and there. And if he said something that they didn't like, they could ban him and then not give me the permissions to unban him. Dang. Yo, if they just ban all my viewers, I'll be nothing. Dang.
It's all fucked.
They're shady, bro. They'll unsub people. They'll not put your shit in the feed.
The notifications, fucking.
Dang, he said others could see him, but I could not. What? Uncle Q.
What's up, gentlemen? Hey, thanks for having me on, man. I've been known to say some shit.
Here and there.
Hey, man, but you know what they say? Hey, man, fuck you and the click you claim if you can't take a joke.
Dang.
Hey,
is that what they say?
Hey, Dust and DLD, man, I sent you guys
I got it
via text, all right? And that was mainly for the earlier topics about that stuff you guys was talking about. So those are open source manuals and all the good stuff. So you can actually go through it and look at what the quote unquote standards are. And like you guys were saying, like Big Fish said, a lot of these guys sitting on here, man, and they're talking about my shit shoots sub MOA and all this and all that. That's all fucking bullshit. All you need is a fucking 4 MOA rifle. You're good to go for combat situations. You start these guys talking about quarter MOA and shit like that. They're talking like PRS shooting. They're talking like shooting a mile, 2 miles, and that's not practical if we got to do what we got to do. And those guys are sitting down with big, heavy fucking rifles that they're not moving. So,
yeah, most good AR companies these days, you're gonna get 208. That gun's gonna shoot better than you can. Let's put it.
Yeah, exactly. Most of your reputable companies and barrel manufacturers, once all is said and done, their rifles are capable of shooting sub MOA. Now, the caveat to that is you got to have the right ammunition to go into it.
For sure.
I can't be shooting fucking Uncle Fester's reloads that you get with a bag of peanuts.
And my favorite question is, how long can you sustain that?
Uncle Fester has some fire reloads. Okay.
Yeah. So
but
that's all, man. That's all I wanted to say. And that was 2 hours ago. I've been sitting back, and again, DLD. When I met you, I told you I was just fucking with you and everything else. Whether people can see my comments or not, I'm still gonna rock out with you, as you can tell. And shit,
I appreciate that, man.
You might be able to take us off, but you ain't gonna silence us.
I hate that I can't see, because the interaction with the people in chat is like one of the most beautiful things about this, So I hate that whatever it is. I just went through it again. I did not see you in there. It's crazy, but yeah.
It's no worries, man. I know how to get a hold of you if I need to get a hold of you.
Yeah.
All right. So I got a question. Not a question. I have I do have a question for DLD. DLD, do you have the email list?
Do I have what?
I have an email list.
Like a list of people's like my viewers' emails?
Yeah.
So
you have an email list?
Not my viewers, but I do. It's funny, when I was talking, I went through the YouTube training with MGB that he does, and it's incredible. Like, one of the best YouTube trainers out there, and it's all free. And when I went through it, he was like, you need to develop emails. And I was like, man, how do I figure out a way to do that? Well, I went to DLD Hardware, and I found that I have like almost 5,000 emails in there from the people that have ordered. But that's not all my viewers, though. It's actually a really interesting thing that that most of my viewers don't purchase from DLD hardware, and then most of the people that purchase from DLD hardware aren't my viewers. It's a weird thing, but I should get a list of all my viewers so I can reach out to them off platform.
Yes. Write that down. Whatever. Shameless plug, tactical-turkeys.com.
Do
Gang,
it up.
gang.
It'll, like I said, tactical-turkeys.com.
Gang, gang.
It would benefit greatly anyone on this platform if anything, God forbid, weird was to happen.
Yep.
It is a contact, source contact information. God forbid anything was to happen to channels.
I
That
gotta
is
say, I'm
a source.
blown away that I've been here for 2.5 years. The fact that I'm here after 2.5 years is surprising.
I'm ready to retire.
It's
In real life or from YouTube.
Big fish,
all
South
this
Pacific
goddamn
Islands,
shit.
man. South fucking Pacific. Just get an island.
Bro, for real? Like, I'm really tempted to go buy 25 acres, 50 acres with a hut in like Nicaragua and just chill.
They probably won't fuck with us in Alaska.
Nicaragua
they'll-
got too many issues, man. We go take over Tahiti.
They'll definitely mess with you in Alaska for sure. You know how much, bro? Alaska is like the place for nuclear monitoring, and not only
so
the
close.
U.S.
Yeah.
They're super
the
close.
Russians got hella technology out there.
You take
But
over
that's
Canada.
why. But hold on, wait. But this is why Alaska also is one of the most freest two-way states. Alaska actually, like word on the street in Alaska, from what I heard, is that you don't carry a 9, you carry a 40 and bigger.
Yeah,
And that's for the general moose. That's for the general population of the moose that will.
and
fuck
we could probably take over Canada. Those bitches don't have guns no more.
oh, dude, they're soft as shit.
But they're just lighting shit on fire with lasers over there, and then
On
creating a
that
bunch
syrup,
of
bitch.
smoke.
These dudes will run up to you like strapped and be like, hey, you can't do that here. You can't. No, why are you gonna be rude? Why are you gonna be fucking rude to me? Eh?
We're the new fur trappers, ho. We're the
Yeah,
women.
like they'll sit there and argue with you. Like instead of getting in a shootout, they'll just argue with you and call you rude. And because everyone's supposed to be kind in Canada.
You know how you start an
Hey,
argument with any Canadian? You tell them that their bacon isn't bacon, it's ham.
Canadian bacon.
Tested and proven.
Hey, why you about the bullshit? In Canada, they got Uber weed.
Yeah.
Hey, man, they got Uber weed and maple syrup. So, I mean, I don't smoke weed or anything, but it's like
That shit
shit.
don't, bro, we got the best shit in Colorado. I will bet money.
Dark the white boy taking over Nicaragua, dude. I for real, man. Some of my boys that came from Nicaragua are like, yo, if you went there, any chick you
What
want.
about Thailand, y'all? What's up?
Thailand's a
Nah,
little
man.
pricey.
So Thailand just legalized weed and everything else, recreational marijuana.
Too many
That's
lady
crazy.
boys.
They were giving
Well,
like people 25
it's legal.
years for like
Yeah, they used to.
a time bag.
It's legal now, right? They used to. The problem you got with China, with Taiwan, is the damn lady boys.
Yeah.
And if you know the term and everything else, because you fuck around and you be on Soy Cowboy and some of those other resorts, and you'll go get drunk and you'll see the most beautiful woman in the world you've ever seen. And
But it's
too
a
good to be true.
Taiwanese man.
Yeah,
Trump gave us the blueprint, though, dog.
She got balls. So for the people here that don't know who you are, Joe Q, give a quick little introduction. Let them know who you are, what you do, and a little bit of your background. Not too much,
Nah, I'm just a guy the turkeys kind of pulled me out from my hole and everything else. We was talking about 300 blackout one day, and I've just kind of followed them and pop in and occasionally and everything else. I like guns, and I like when people spread good knowledge. It doesn't have to be something I agree with; it just has to be factual. And that's it. I mean, just I like having fun. I like to do hood rat shit with my hood rat friends. I ain't that fucking big, Dust. We gotta talk about that.
Nah, dude, yo, Q is like 7'13", 360. This dude, when I met him, I was like, dang.
Said, yo, not for nothing. I thought you was a little motherfucker.
Yeah. I didn't even say that. I said I thought you were just a little shorter.
Yeah, I was
like, but you're built like a fucking brick shithouse. And I grabbed his arm and I said, that bitch is solid.
Straight up. When I walked in, I was like, yo, Dust, Jay, Q, everybody. And I look over there and I see Joe by Q turn around like, what's up? It's like, dang.
DLD, you got jokes, man.
He's like, oh shit.
His traps were up to his ears, bro.
He's fucking Uncle Q, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, you banned me, man. You banned me.
He was whatchamacallit was there. Armel was there, and I had my it was loud, and no, I didn't have my ear pro on. It was just loud and whatnot. And we were talking. He was like, he said something, and I was like, what'd you say? Do I got a Glock? I was like, what? I couldn't tell what he was saying. He said, no, you got my man blocked. I was like, dude, I didn't block him, I promise.
Nah, but just like seriously, and sometimes I might go off on a tangent because like some of this stuff I'm a true believer in and everything else, and it pushes me in a weird space, man, when you see so many people that seems to be speaking from a position of authority and they put out bad information, whether it's something that they heard from a friend of a friend of a friend that read something in the book, or something that they might have seen 10, 20 years ago that may no longer be relevant. And what ends up happening is we get jammed up as law-abiding legal 2A owners and operators. And then that just casts that shadow of doubt and aspersion on all of us. You know, you get these guys with a very large following or very influential, and they start, you know, just saying shit and everything else. And sometimes I've talked to Dust and I've hit you up on IG and just like shaking my head. It's like, yo, man, what's up with that? That doesn't.
I think
make sense. You know,
an interesting part of it is I think most of the bad information that circulates are unconfirmed rumors that people proliferate, right? So what are some of the things that you guys have heard over the last, like, I don't know how long y'all have been in the,
all you need is the shotgun. Once you rack it, the perpetrator's gonna run out the fucking door because he heard
that
the 12-gauge rack.
That or this used to be my favorite. Please tell me you remember late 90s, early 2000s. Everyone said that Glocks jam. Everyone.
Yeah.
Now, that was more in like the urban and hip hop community, mostly because they didn't shoot them appropriately and they're limp wristing shit. But
I know,
people, dude, they used to, everyone would say Glocks jam. And I'm like, yo, these are some of the most reliable firearms in existence when it comes to handguns.
Well, I got two just recently, right? And I'm gonna get some shit for one of them.
Oh, actually, hold on. Before I forget, let me add this too to the list. Also, there's no need to carry high capacity magazine. I don't like calling them that, but whatever. High capacity magazines or an extra magazine or spare magazine, because all self-defense shootings happen in 3 seconds at 3 feet with less than 3 rounds.
You know what my new favorite one is, and it's stupid as fuck. And it's a fucking dude, like he's huge on YouTube, the Warrior Poet or whatever. He's like, I don't want a suppressor on my home defense gun. I want him to hear the thunder coming. Like, really, you want to blow your fucking ears out? Have you ever shot indoors? Like,
No, I
Like,
think he was saying that he wanted his family to know that,
you're
something
still
was
gonna hear
going
a
on.
suppressed button, bro. Like, it's not fucking.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, no,
and that's one of those things that a lot of people don't understand the dynamics of a suppressor and how suppressors work. But I got two that like really sticks out to me, and
Yeah,
one
go
of
ahead.
them I'm going to catch shit from. I already know it. It's the SIG 320, they shoot by themselves and everything else. The SIG 320 platform is one of the world's most popular platforms, and out of all these guns that's going off by themselves, like if you look at like the actual number that they're reporting, it's less than 1%. If you actually look at that number that they're reporting from Leo, from oh, I'm a gunsmith, I just built this out and everything else, 95% of them have done something that they wasn't supposed to do, i.e., either the cops just transitioned from that platform, from another platform to that one. They wasn't familiar with it. They had issues putting it in a holster. They was carrying it in a fucking pocketbook, right? There was some gunsmith in his garage fucking with the hot reloads, doing trigger jobs. They're taking those things well out of the performance envelope and parameters and everything else. And then all of a sudden it just goes off, right? So there's very few actual documented cases. Now, I will grant that when they did the 320, they did actually take a hammer fired fire control unit and make it into a striker fire,
Out of
bad
a
on you shit
250.
for rushing that to the thing. And I've
Yeah.
been on the telephone with people going up talking to the guys I work with. I was like, hey, had your gun going off? Like, yeah, no, it hasn't, man. I was like, all right, well, we must have got a good batch. And the second one that I hate the most is some dude was on an interview and he said that he took a mild shot with a 223 round. And I was like, that motherfucker, man.
Hold
He
on.
said
He said, what
he
happened?
said he was doing sniper training and took a 1 mile shot with a 223 5.56 round. He specifically said 223. He said he engaged the target. And at that point, I was kind of pissed off, but then I had to pull myself back. So I said, it could be done,
A
but it can't be done. Yeah,
1 mile
1 mile. Yeah.
shot.
They
Not
did have
1K,
that.
not
They did
1K,
have the SPR.
one
18.
mile.
I
And
still don't think that could do it though.
and so it's just shit like that to where, and this guy, he's very credible,
Very known.
he very known, he has a lot of followers and everything else and shit. So it's just shit like that to where, like, it's just information like that. Now, I'm not saying it hasn't been done. I'm not saying he didn't do it. I'm saying just from my experience, with little experience I got, it's highly
And he
unlikely.
can't do that shit twice in a row.
You know,
I would purchase a plane ticket and fly out there and watch them do it. I
yeah,
would pay to do that
but
if they were that committed
yeah,
to. You
and
know.
it's just one of those things right there to where, you know, to me, that's what stokes all this Hollywood bullshit. You know, you shoot a person with a 9mm, they're gonna fly 15 feet in the fucking air and shit and blow a
It,
lung
it,
out.
it blows their
And
lungs out.
it's
Yeah,
like it's just like,
that's what we call fronting in the rental. By the
yeah,
way, but yes,
but
or one of my favorites, Wellen. When they're Wellen, so for people, okay, so me and some other folks that are from like the DMV area, when I say this, they get it, right? Like me, Tech Money, Dust, some other guys, they get it. But for people that don't know, when somebody is lying, when they're being dishonest, when you ask them a question, if their response is a lie, usually they start with, well, right?
no,
Like so that's where they're making up that story.
So
So it turned into Wellen. So if someone's lying, you say, yo, you're
to
Wellen.
to add on to what Jova said, as funny as it sounds, because he doesn't have to say his name. I'm not gonna say his name.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
Y'all know the
we have
dude, like for real?
I don't know him personally, but I know of him and everything else.
I
And
have mutual friends with him to a point that I would I've been graced enough to be on like a four-way phone call with said individual. And
Dang,
I
this is gonna
laughed
be good.
when that came up. I laughed, and out of respect for the person I respect who added him onto the call, I was just like, my exact response, if I remember correctly, That's crazy. I would love to see that in person
Yep.
more than once, like
Yeah.
back to back. And said individual was adamant about it. Was very, very adamant about it. Like
Yeah.
very adamant about it.
And again, I'm not saying that it can't be done. I'm just saying a mile, that's 1,600 meters, right? F class shooters only shooting out to a K, from my knowledge, with 223.
What's the
And
energy on
they actually shoot F class with 308s. I mean, you could do it with a 223, but you got a fucking 26-inch barrel.
Dude.
You're cramming so much powder into that round to where it's like,
That's what I'm wondering, what the energy is at that point.
You would have
well,
to.
I'm not even talking about that one, Fish, because
Like, what is it at that point? Like, is it
It's basically a 22 short at that point.
it's
But
not even a 22 short.
it's probably dust.
That's
But
just like a dry spitball, man.
yeah, for real.
Like,
Hey, Zip, what's up, brother?
but I mean, and it's just some of those things like that, like you said, when people say, well, you don't need extra magazines, and I'll quote a lot of FBI statistics, and you're right. The average gunfight occurs within 7 yards, that 21-foot rule, and last 3 rounds. But what about those people that's above average?
Yeah.
You
And also, if somebody has been in any type of self-defense situation, the likelihood that they will uh, um, experience another in their life goes up like 150%. So
Yep.
if you've ever had to draw your gun, if you've ever had to, fire your gun or anything like that, the likelihood of you needing to do it again in your life increases just statistically by like, I think it may even be more than 150%. But usually that's because it's taking things like people that are in dangerous areas, police, law enforcement, military, like whatever. That's probably factored into it too. But what are some other myths? I think we need to hit that hackathorn, red dots and lights on defensive
Well,
pistols are useful.
that's one of those things. I think red dots and lights is a personal preference, but
Mhm.
one of the things that, like, I see a lot of now is I guess we call them influencers, YouTube personalities. They're out there shooting
Yeah.
these drills and everything else, and they're wearing all this kit. They're wearing plate carriers, one with no plates in them, right? Which I always find funny and shit.
Or
And then
cardboard plates.
then I see, like, a lot of people um advocating for body armor, but like, and I got it, it's a money game, and
skill
it's also
set?
a knowledge game. But like, they're talking about plates, and they don't understand, one, how plates are certified, what the governing body is, how they're certified, the different levels of protection, and what that means. And again, I'm going out here saying, I'm like Forrest Gump was like, when I played ping pong against China for the ping pong team, I used this paddle, and I was like, well, fuck it, Forrest Gump used that paddle, I'm gonna use that paddle. And they're going
Mhm.
out, and they're wearing level 3 alpha plates, and they're going up against rifles, and they're getting, no pun intended, they're getting their shit dusted. They're
Well,
getting
if they're rocking level 3 steel plates,
I'm
a
talking
a
about
20
I'm talking
inch.
about you got people rocking soft body armor, not steel,
Oh, like
and
3A, 3A.
yeah, like 3A and 3. And remember, some level 3 plates aren't designed to stop some of these calibers that's out here on the streets. Because when
Yeah.
these things was made, when that protocol was made, it was back in 2008. Your bullet technology has advanced since 2008. They're going to change the protocols. Some companies, they'll throw that sticker on there, and they don't even test
Can
to
it
the
stop an acorn?
yeah,
Well,
don't even
that's
test to the appropriate
that's why
requirements.
it will always say like it will stop a 115 grain full metal
Yeah,
jacket at 1200 FPS.
yeah.
But if you take something like, bro, these right here, these 2000 FPS, I don't recommend Liberty Civil
Civil,
Defense
Liberty
rounds.
civil,
Civil Defense,
I don't
65
recommend
grains.
those at all
Don't buy them. Yeah,
unless you need to punch through soft armor. That is
yeah.
the only good thing. That's the only good thing. Everything else they basically turn to dust. They're the equivalent to what are those rounds you shoot at steel close range?
Frangibles.
Frangibles. They're the equivalent to frangibles, but like they'll punch through level 3A soft armor, no problem. You're more likely to get through them if you're using like a 7.5, 8-inch barrel like in a Scorpion or something like that. But
But and I guess DLD, what I'm saying is, so even like some of the quote unquote hard level 3 body armor, right? The steel, right? Even some of that stuff, a lot of that stuff isn't tested at approved labs. It's the equivalent of, I used to work at the Ford factory. I can pull a dent and I can fix your brakes, right? But I'm not fixing them to the standard, to the agreed upon standard where, from at 60 miles an hour, your vehicle is going to stop in 20 feet. That's the standard. When I fix them, they might stop in about 25 or 30 feet. Is it a big deal? No, until you go off that cliff. So that's the only thing that I'm saying is like, when we buy that stuff and we advocate for this stuff, please put out, say, hey, this is the agreed upon standard and everything else. This equipment was tested, but it wasn't tested in a certified lab or whatever. It met the requirements, right? I can always meet the requirements, but I might not meet them the way as per designed and everything else. If that makes any sense. There's a lot of technical mumbo jumbo because I've seen people go out with, oh, I just went to the local gun store, I brought these plates and everything else. They're good to go. We took them, shot through them, and we shot through them with like normal range day shit.
especially a lot of the cheap Chinese soft armor people are getting, that shit is not gonna cut it at all. And there are so many incredible options for armor out there, but I think part of it is that a lot of dudes that are content creators, I really when people call themselves influencers, I find that shit hilarious. But a lot of these content creators, they can even accidentally be bought, right? Like when they're sent stuff, when they're paid to do reviews, whether good or bad, or indifferent or accurate. A lot of times it's their opinion is going to be
All
swayed.
right.
Olight, or what I like to call no light. But you know why we like Goombeam? Because of the performance of it, right? It's not like it's a super cool, shiny, beautiful. I mean, they are beautiful lights, right? But performance is everything. Most of these rumors, most of these fake ass, like, you know, proliferated, lies that are proliferated through years and years and years of people not properly checking shit. It's just kind of ridiculous.
ADLD, I just dropped in private chat the NIJ standards for body armor and everything else. That'll take you to the NIJ standards, Pat. And again, it's not the Bible, it's not the end all the be all. It's just when the industry got together, they said these are the standards we're gonna follow and everything else. It's sort of like
Hey,
Sammy, right?
that's the whole book.
Sammy doesn't matter. Sammy is just a self-governing body, right? And so again, we start talking about all this stuff, just like 8-6 blackout. Is 8-6 blackout been Sammy approved yet? Well, it doesn't matter, man, because people have been wildcatting shit for years. You
Yeah.
can do what the fuck you want to do, right? We start
Invader Zip, great to see you, bro. Invader Zip, appreciate you being here. My
Yeah.
bad, keep going. I need to
You're
grab
good. I'm
something
sorry.
real quick. No, you're
I'm
good. Go
sorry.
ahead.
Yeah, we start talking about plus P ammo, plus P plus, and all that other good shit, And again, you just got to figure out whether your firearm can handle it. I mean, there's a lot of great people out there with great information, but guys, let's just do better. And when we say something, give them the receipts to prove it, because a lot of people watch us and watch you guys. Not saying turkeys or DLD, but these other influencers, they watch them and they try and replicate that shit, and they can't.
And the shit is like the shit
Yeah.
that like I like to talk about. Like I said, I'm just a fucking civilian, but I do
7-inch
fuck around.
ARPs.
I do fuck around a lot, you know, and on the soft armor thing, in date and out date soft armor I've zipped through with different ammo. Um, and when I say zip through, I don't mean through and through. I mean it didn't go through; it caught it in the back end
Yeah.
with all kinds of weird little fucking ammo, whatever 9 mil, 45, 45 long Colt 40, uh, you know, just
30.
10 mil like what?
Did you try 38?
I have 38 wad cutters.
Damn.
I have 38 wad cutters.
And then
I don't even own a 38. Why do I have that ammo? Don't know.
Yeah. Also, one of those things too, Dust, about that is your soft body armor may stop that bullet from going through, but that back face deformation, that blunt force trauma is really gonna fuck your day up.
There's that. There's the it didn't penetrate the carrier or the vest, but there's the impact on the back end where like you shot it, right? Like you shot it, and then we go look at it, and it's just like, oh shit, it didn't go through. But the front piece of it that was a 1/4 inch thick is now 3.5 inches thick.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
that
just puffed up. And it's just like that should put you down and hurt you so bad that
it's just like giving that sternum rub, right?
Yeah, that it just fucking you're on your back, probably laid the fuck out. And then there's
the first guy who was like, let's put ice on his balls and see what happens.
Well, no, they used to do that, man. When dudes would nod out, you give them a sternum rub and you pack their nuts with ice, and I'm all
they're waking the fuck up.
Like, yo, you fucked up my high. It's like, dude, you're just gonna die.
He was dying. And then there's the ammo that goes through and it catches in the back, and the back is fucking.
Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah.
And we can't forget about back face deformation.
Bro, I don't know. There's I literally have kept all ammo, like certain ammo that I've extracted from gel and soft armor. I kept. I'm a weirdo like that.
You know what's crazy? We haven't had like any new real advances in firearms besides like the plastic case guns, but I'm not really buying that shit. But
what do you mean?
Ammo wise, we're at the fucking pinnacle of fucking firearms. I think,
sure.
Bro. There's so many good fucking ammos out there that like do some serious.
I have 9 mil that like I have certain 9 mil that is just like this 9 mil does not give a fuck about anything.
Yeah. Well, and
like, fuck the person or people behind it. Not
I think Fish, one of the biggest advances that we've had.
One of them.
In the last, say,
the other one in the other room
is the bonding process to where you're not getting jacket core separations, right? Like you used to. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, you used to have issues with baffle strikes when running Full Metal Jacket ammo, right? Because the jacket and the core would separate. So now you got better technology in doing that. That helps you to you have better technology when it comes to bullets for barrier penetration. You know, intermediate barriers like where the jacket's not separating from windshields, car doors. You know, like little walls and shit like that. I mean, there's only really so much you can do to a
that shit right there.
Extreme penetrators.
That's that shit.
This is
G9.
This is the G9 research, and this is the one. This is the one they put out that was high pressure. They have a steel back piece, so they could actually pack the.
Will that fuck your extractor up?
No, it's fine. I mean, I wouldn't run thousands of rounds through it, but this is they killed a buffalo with one shot. We call it the buffalo kill.
That shit is no joke, bro. I zipped that exact round through 36 inches of gel.
Yeah. So also look at Controlled Chaos by Lehigh Defense.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Controlled Chaos, because I am a fiend for ammo that.
And then hey Dust, I'll send you I'll send you a list of I'm not gonna say boutique ammo manufacturers, but I'll send you a list of ammo manufacturers that do small scale discrete work and everything else that the public can buy. But Engel Ballistic Research is one of them, right? They load a lot of Lehigh Defense, Controlled Chaos, but they load it to velocities to where it's going to put you down. Like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's like non-negotiable. Um, but yeah, so you start looking at that, right? One of the issues we have in the U.S., if you talk to a lot of the European counterparts, is the U.S. underloads their ammunition as far as velocities and pressures. So a lot of times our ammunition is somewhat anemic. If you go look at the CIP standards and the SAMI standards, like ours is loaded for most ammo types, except for I want to say 40 Smith and Wesson is loaded about 3 to 4,000 psi below the European ammo.
Nobody uses 40 cal anyway.
Are
So.
you talking like the cheap off the shelf, like Winchester? Like that,
no, I'm just saying like if you go and buy any ammo and you look at like if you got the time and the resources to go get the load cells to measure the pressure and everything else, like a lot of our ammo is loaded on the weaker side, right? So you can actually step that ammo up and get better performance out of it, right? And I'll look it up, but like say like the maximum pressure in the 5.56 M4 AR-15 pattern rifle is like 62,000 feet per 62,000 psi. A lot of the ammo manufacturers is loading that shit to about 55, 48 and shit. So you're not getting the full performance. That's why like when you see like legit full power 5.56 rounds, you shoot it, it feels different.
Yep.
Right. It
and
feels
you also
like
you see it hit like an inch higher too.
Yeah. Because of that added velocity, it's not dropping. It's not, gravity's not taking an effect and shit. In the real world, physics always wins. Gravity's not taking effect, pulling that shit down. So that's just one of those things. And like DLD said, like your velocity is going to dictate your point of aim, point of impact shift. So if I go out and I zero with like full velocity, full pressure, 5.56, and I come back and I get some PMC bronze 223, I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm hitting low. It's not that you're hitting low, it's just that your bullets is, your point of impact is shifted and shit. And that's another thing I don't think, or I haven't seen, as I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning on these shooting videos, people explaining it to me very well.
And when you throw a can on, it's going to change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a point of aim, point of impact shift, but I don't see people explaining it to me very well, like without getting into the cans and all that other Gucci shit. Like when I change ammo from this to this, how come this happens? Right? Like it's just like, well, fuck, man, set me up for success. I only got 30 rounds, and I want to engage those targets and shit. That's my biggest pet peeve.
I tried to say it, but then people call me a fucking snob. Like I was like, yo, I train with what the fuck I'm shooting.
They call you a snob because you buy $3,500 folding sub guns.
Snob. Fucking shit bag snob.
I'm not gonna lie. I almost
that's our rich cousin Fish.
Yeah. Well, what are you guys carrying nowadays?
These nuts.
Got him. What do you mean? Firearm ammo?
Like your EDC, your handgun. And I noticed, Dust, I know when you're rocking your gun belt, you're rocking your Legion, but I think you said you typically carry, like as an EDC, you carry your Glock.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So in my eyes, fundamentals don't change. What you do is not going to change. My SIG is more of a fun, a little bit more accurate because when I'm at the range, that's more or less what happens, what it calls for. You know, like I can have my Glock 19. I can have a Glock 19, but the dudes that I fuck around with, I'm never gonna be able to outshoot them with a Glock 19. And if anybody thinks that you're gonna be able to outshoot somebody with a stock Glock 19, uh, against people that are better
Running
triggers, like
2011.
just modded firearms, like bro, you're not that guy. Just slow it the fuck down. It's just not gonna happen.
Hey, but them high points though.
Yo,
You say?
hey, high point hits different.
I carry a Hellcat. Meow.
No, you don't.
Stop it.
Get
If
off
Fish carried a
me
Hellcat,
now.
he might be gay if he carried a Hellcat.
I
But-
said step back.
Yeah, no, I carry a 19 stock. Just I put grips on it.
You hear that,
Because-
ATF? He said he carries a 19 with a stock on it. I'm just playing.
Absolutely, it has a fucking stock on it. You know, foregrip.
A vertical fork.
It has a vertical foregrip, 90 degrees.
On my Glock 40.
Mm-hmm. Problem solver.
You know, I run 9 mil that blows out lungs.
Oh
with
yeah,
the ladder with the stick on it.
Yo,
with the candy bar.
that shit is a monopod at this point.
Yep.
You just stick it on the floor and you just fucking aim. Just it's basic. It's basic bitch shit. You know,
Are you
call it
running
we're talking
just
leggings, Uggs. We're talking leggings, Uggs, North Face jacket, and a fucking Starbucks cup of coffee.
Ooh,
Nothing out of
Damn.
the fucking realm. It's nothing out of the realm. And I'm sorry if I offended anybody or their wives on the chat, but it is what it is.
I like those basic chicks, man. The neighbor joints, man.
they're the best.
Basic bitch shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, faithful. That 3 a.m. You got me.
Mm-hmm.
Come over. You know,
Slide
service
through.
my unborn kids real quick. I'm out of here.
Hey.
Little
Hey.
depository. I'm out later. Faithful.
All right, now, Fish, you're carrying a Ruger LCP Max.
Oh, burst of thunder.
Bursa.
Ruger
Hey,
P89.
hey,
Versa.
those are actually pretty fire. The Ruger P89s are dope.
Dude, the bursts
And
are
the
nice.
95s. And the
The
95s.
Bursas are good too.
For a knockoff PPK, they're not bad, dude. Like they're
Snatch
okay.
the P89 that we pack in the draws, and we'll clap the dolls on your act. Oh man,
Back in the back of the hack.
back in the back of the act.
Glock 19, Sig P365. If I'm throwing on the Air Jordan 11s, I might pull the staccato out, you know. Fuck that.
Dang, man,
Man,
I'm finally gonna venture into the 365 world. Okay, and I'll give it. Are you for real?
get the XL though,
Get the XL. The XL's
at least.
What even was that, bro? Yeah, no,
you just dropping guns.
I think. Oh, that was a gun, wasn't it? Oh,
I can fucking hear a gun.
Hey,
I can
we
hear it.
know it wasn't a SIG 320.
I could hear a gun
No.
drop from 2 blocks away, and I'll be like, "Watch him!" Like,
Did
yo,
you hear
watch
that?
that motherfucker, bro. Watch him.
I heard it slightly unlock and then lock back up. I know that
Yeah,
sound. I
it's
know
like
that
that.
sound.
It's like, what?
So funny thing is I heard that.
Yes.
My bad. What was I gonna say? Funny thing, I actually am getting a grip grip mod. Yeah,
Grip module.
grip module.
Grip module?
Sorry. I'm like grip modeler. Yeah, a grip module. Thank you. Sorry, it's late and I spent too much time with the range bunny today. I may have gone a little too far today, Fish said. Yeah, so excuse me. More on that later. So I finally was like, all right, I want to put together a 365, and I was gonna grab like a $400+ Icky grip module, and I was like, man, those Icarus are so sick, so comfortable. But $4
It'd be cool with the Wilson. The Wilson's like $60, bro. Like,
yeah, the Wilson's dope. And if you think about it, so $4 really like 430 or whatever after tax and stuff. 430 for the grip module, 350 for the FCU, and then they wanted like almost $4 for the Spectre comp slide
God,
with no barrel, no
that's
parts,
crazy.
nothing. Right? We're talking like $1,200 to $1,400
That's
for
what I
a
spent on
Reaper
mine.
9. Yeah, no, yeah, daddy's not going to do that. So, when I was like, what you got there?
Uh,
You had a wet one? What is that, bro?
oh, that's a
It's
I don't know.
ammunition round.
That's what I thought it was.
Oh, snap. Look at that.
It's ammunition round.
Yeah. Dang.
I just keep I keep weird casings, and I'm a weirdo. I'm sorry.
No,
I own up to it. I'm a fucking weirdo. I'm like, ooh, I need that.
he said if I had DLD money, bro, I don't even have money coming in right now, dog. So trust it's not what it's all cracked up to be. All you have to do is ignore your responsibilities and buy guns. Okay. But no, so lucky enough, not only
We didn't pay tax.
am I gonna, yeah, we don't do that here either. Not only am I gonna show you guys a brand new something that came
Fire.
through,
Nice.
you know what I'm saying? And if you use the link in the description and you use the discount code, you may be able to get this fire. If you use the link in the discount code is Glowies. And yo, not only did they drop that joint on me, but bam, they dropped that joint on me too. And it's a 34 millimeter tube, so I could use the Geisley Super Duty, Ultra Duty, whatever, 34 mil mount, the Schmidt and Bender that I got. But anyway, so that was that. Well, they JSD, Gideon, Patmos, those guys heard me talking about me wanting to build a 365. So a week after I was talking about it on stream, the homies sent this over to your boy, and I opened it up like, whatever could this be? I didn't place an order. Man,
Is it a
God
slide?
bless these guys. They sent me a complete slide barrel.
Nice.
It's actually a factory SIG
That's a
barrel
yeah,
too.
that's nice.
And it's the standard smaller one, right? It's the standard
3.1
bitty size. But I'm going to use an X macro grip, and I'm gonna either chop it or I'm gonna put a comp on it, like something to make it. I'm probably gonna chop it. I think I'm gonna chop the grip.
For any company out there that's watching right now, just understand that I'm poor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
So whatever products you want to send, I will gladly beat the shit out of.
You and me both,
Bro.
brother.
I've been fucking up my Gideon shit. Like it's still rocking.
Yo, Gideon,
love it.
they
Actually,
do
like,
not play.
a lot,
So
dude.
I haven't made a Gideon optic. I haven't made a Gideon optic video, but I have something in the works, and they are being used.
Dude,
They are being used. I did find a cheat code. Whatever. They are being used.
Do you
Hey,
think
DLD.
Yeah.
Hey, is that scope first or second focal plane?
it is second
Second.
focal plane?
Second. Nice.
Yeah, I'm impressed, and it's super affordable too. Black Diamond Guns and Gear, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Dude, so let me ask you this: do you think is there a possibility that we could actually do a video tomorrow? You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll actually bring. I've never fired this dagger, and this dagger has a Gideon Optics Alpha on it. Bro, I will bring a G stack of 9mm and just dung 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 dung. I'll just run the shit, racking it
bro.
on.
Bring
Speed it up.
Fuck,
I got to bring
where
that
is this
Super Duty
fucking
now.
I am pissed. If I could find this upper tonight, I will bring something. Bring. Oh, sorry. I'm over here having a little bitch fit
Like, what's going
because I
on?
have an upper. But if I find this upper, that means we could put that other LPVO on this upper and fucking like I have parts here
For
to build something else.
for what, an AR?
Yes.
I think the funny thing is I actually don't think I have a suitable firearm that does not have an optic on it. Like everything I got has an optic on it now. So if you do have something, that would be dope. Oh, for the people that voted on Instagram, I am going to put this Gideon Optics. It is a 1:10 by 34, 10x. This is a 1,000-yarder right here. I am going to put this on a 3D printed apple pie, which is a pump action AR that is completely 3D printed, aside from the barrel, the
Actually,
bolt.
you know, what are we
No,
in fucking California? You realize we live on the East Coast?
bro, imagine this 300 blackout, pump action, suppressed. It's like nothing. It's like a bolt gun, but it's 3D printed and it folds up. Trust me, when we shoot it, you're gonna be like, bro, straight fire.
I'll figure out something that we could put that on.
The vote is done.
I'll take off my optic. I don't know.
Picture.
Hey, Dust, when the next time you guys doing some long range stuff or
I have not got confirmation. I don't know. They'll probably it could potentially be next Sunday. I don't know. I'll let you know. I'm gonna harass people tomorrow. I'm gonna harass people tomorrow. If not, then I think it's the first week of every month.
So
Right.
what gun? What do you want to run?
What, long range?
Like for tomorrow? And what would you guys in the comments in the chat? What would y'all like to see if Dustin and I do? If we're able to work out doing a video tomorrow, what would y'all like to see?
Do not say 50 BMG shit.
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
We're not doing that.
But
I'm cutting you short on that. Everybody else who's like, oh, 50. No, we're not doing that.
Yo, I love y'all. I got to dip. I got to get my dogs. They're fucking hungry.
you got. I'm about to wrap it up here in a minute.
No
Hey,
way
these
your dogs
fish.
are hungry. Fish is hungry.
Yeah,
No, my dogs are jumping out the door right now. Like, where's
you
my
know, wifey told you better be off by 1 a.m. and it is 1 a.m. on the dot.
He's gonna beat him.
I'm just playing. Let her go beat you off. The 40 millimeter green Gauzy Super Duty is a must. We got to do that. Man, that thing. Ooh, that sighting that thing in, dude. That shit was so much fun. Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. What are you carrying nowadays?
My 2A rights have been restricted. No,
Your knuckles.
It's either a 365 or a Glock 19. To be honest with you,
Okay.
that's what I mainly carry. I carry a 365 SAS just because it's anti-snag sights and everything else. The Glock 19 just because it's pretty much universal.
Yeah.
And
Is it the SAS that has that the weird rear sight thing on it?
yeah, the Met-Pro lights.
How do you like that?
It's weird. It takes a lot of getting you. It took me a lot of getting used to and everything else. I like it. I understand it, and I understand what it's used for. But it's hard because when I carry that Glock or I shoot anything else and I go back to that, it takes some adjustment and to get used to it. Because we're so used to looking at a rear sight than a front sight or just a front sight.
Yeah.
Just depending on what you're shooting. Then it's just like, oh fuck, I suck at shooting this shit.
How do you guys feel about like how squishy, spongy, and springy the SIG 365 triggers are. Or do you guys feel the same? Or I didn't mean to load that question like that.
It doesn't bother me. To be honest with you, I'm not really a trigger snob on pistols because, as it was told to me, it doesn't have the best trigger. You just need to shoot it.
Yeah.
So, like,
as weird as it sounds, weird. I care about more of a reset than a pull.
Yeah, I agree. I
or
think
a squeeze, if you will, whatever it is. I care more about like the back end of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah,
like
that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just weird because like a lot of times, depending on what you're doing and everything else, you may or may not be afforded the luxury of having a quote unquote great trigger. And you know, like if you didn't know any better, you would never know that this trigger sucks and this trigger is good. You know, I think sometimes we get wrapped up on, well, you know, this trigger is real long and it takes a long time to hit to the wall. It's mushy. It's a 25-pound trigger. Like, well, it's a 25-pound trigger for a reason. I'm not, you know, like your duty guns, right? H&Ks have real heavy triggers for a reason because they don't want people cacking off rounds and shit, you know?
Yeah,
because that gun is, you know, it's made for the military, it's made for police, you know. Whereas like your race guns or competition guns, they got triggers that's like 0.8 pounds and shit, you know.
Nice.
So
yeah. I mean that's true. It's I don't know. Do you guys remember the HK, the LEM triggers? Because they I guess the intention is to have a very deliberate trigger pull, right? It's just super weird to have a really heavy first trigger pull that one was different. That one, it was a super light trigger pull and then heavy follow-ups, or I think it was the opposite of double single.
It's a heavy trigger pull and then a light trigger pull.
Yeah.
I can't recall.
Are you sure about this? And then it's like, okay, you're sure? Let it rip, tater chip.
Let it rip, tater chip.
Yo, like fucking, that's, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you sure about this? Okay, we're sure. Let's go.
Because like a double
whenever someone says some shit like "let it rip, potato chip," you're fucking in for one, man.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah. Say, let it rip. Don't fucking stop until the shit's empty.
Like,
see, I think like for a Glock, for an example, like I only judge the trigger based on like I bring it all the way back to the wall, break it, reset it, break it. Like I don't even pay attention to the take up, you know.
Where's Fish for this comment? I'm about to say some shit that I would love to piss Fish off. Yo, straight up HK and BNT has the most trash triggers I've ever felt in my life.
Oh,
they're so garbage. Outside of the fucking sky, they're so trash. The guns run good.
I would rather have a Sky.
I'd run their guns all day, but their triggers are fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
The triggers aren't meant for you to pay attention to. They're meant for your adrenaline in a run, and you do what you have been trained or know how to do, and just
they're going. Meant to be pulled once.
Yeah, but that's again, you know, just like DLD just said, those triggers aren't meant for competition shooters.
Yeah, they're not. Absolutely right.
Like all the talking and all the other bullshit is done with. We're no longer at that point. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And so
for sure. Outside of that, cycling, cyclet rate, fucking ejection, whatever, like they're good. Whatever. They did good. You know, Euro shit, Euro engineering. I am a big fan of.
Right. They're decent and shit.
Yeah, they're decent. They're not too bad.
They're gorgeous. They look gorgeous. Hold on, what's he talking about? The El Jefe. What's the El Jefe?
Oh, that's that new joint. The new Geisley that they made, right?
Oh, you know what? It is. They did the is that what the burnt orange and the blue one was?
Yeah. It's like the two different
AOG, his wife shit.
Yeah.
His wife shit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not hip.
I don't know.
I'll tell you what, that Super Duty Man, it's special.
I don't know.
Just the feel of it.
He might have based on the price, and I don't know. I don't know too much about it. I don't want to talk shit, but it might be one of those like Uggs leggings, North Face
Mhm.
coat, spider coat, and a
He said,
Starbucks coffee.
Mm-hmm.
It might be one of those, you know what I'm saying? Plug your
French
wife in, keep it in the family,
French manicure. Yeah.
French manicure, fucking. I'm
Yeah.
cold. I'm cold.
You cold as hell.
I'm hungry.
TLD After Dark, are you going to
Gotta
put a
feed.
dot on your AP5? I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm running straight irons on the MP5.
So that El Jefe is the ALG, the ALG rifle.
Border Patrol rifle. Okay, that's what's up. It's not the orange one. It's closer to a
No
Mills.
spec for the Leos. That's his wife shit. That's his wife shit.
Oh, yeah. It's not even Geisley. It's that's right. Yeah, I saw that on there. Yeah, it's that
I
it's
just
like
explained to you guys.
Yeah, my bad. I
Leggings,
wasn't
Uggs,
catching it. Yeah, I caught that. It's like when you
pumpkin
go to the
spice
store.
latte.
Pumpkin spice. It's like when you go to the store and your daughter's like, "Daddy, I want fruity pebbles," and then you look at the fruity pebbles and you see they're $7.99, and then you look at the store brand fruity pebbles and it's like $2.99. You're like, "All right, I'm gonna get those."
Switch the box out real quick. No, I'm just talking shit. I never ran it.
It could
I
be
don't
great.
know. It could be
ALG
great.
ALG is incredible. God, for $11.99, bro. Yeah, nah, we ain't doing that. R-
Comes
Rich
with a
was the
sling.
last person.
Yo, it looks like it comes with a sling and an optic. I don't know, or is that just promotion?
I'm not sure. Rich got his Luna Black Super Duty for $1,260. I got the green one because I was being a finicky little bitch, and I got that for like
Hold on,
$15.99.
wait, go down. Well, they're not going to show like specs. They're not going to show porting in the barrel or whatever.
Hey, what are you looking for, Dust?
No, I just wanted to know like how they spec their shit out.
So I mean, they're probably using the Geisley barrels and everything else.
Got
So-
soup and shit.
yeah.
Where are they cheaping out at? That's my thing.
Shit. Probably in upper and lower, maybe.
Rare,
I don't know.
rail material.
They're using the bomb-proof gas block. So hold on, you know what? Let's just read through this shit real quick. Y'all cool with that? Can you go up to the top? The ALG Defense El Jefe. Yeah, no, we ain't gonna do that. No, sorry. It looks like it looks like hold on. Okay, 7075 aluminum. Builds are heated to 1,000 Fahrenheit and then hammered with an 1,100 ton forge press to the rough outside shape, the upper and lower. Next, the forging machine, CNC, horizontal machine, yada yada. Make strong, lightweight part. After polishing, smooth receiver. Da, da, da. Type 3, hard coat anodized. El Jefe's handguard is the well-known ALG V3X featuring well-known. I never heard of that. Slim, round profile with low vis and lock slots. Yada yada yada. A comfortable and ergonomic stop mod stock, of course, B5. It is using the Geisley Super 42 braided wire buffer with an H1, interesting, buffer, so that even low-powered steel case ammunition will cycle reliably. The reciprocating bolt carrier group is made,
including U.S. Border Patrol and ACT sets high bar for smooth creep and combat trigger. First and foremost, Border Patrol wasn't doing anything, and they haven't been doing anything. But outside of that, whatever.
facts.
The machined.
This
Go
is
ahead.
interesting though. Real quick, the reciprocating bolt carrier group is made by Geisley Automatics from Milspec 8620, 4140, 4130, and Carpenter 158 steel with the internal diameter of the carrier and gas key hard chrome plated. All parts of the BCG are manganese phosphate coated, except for the chrome plated firing pin. So it's
Hold
not.
on.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I may be ahead. The owner of El Jefe will get a long life barrel when accuracy is maintained for 1,000 rounds, even if it was shot at a high firing rate. 1,000 rounds is child's play.
That's
I'm sorry. I sound like I'm hating right now. I sound like I
No,
may
hey,
be.
hey, Gus, I think they meant to say thousands of rounds.
Oh, yeah. I forgot the S. Sorry. My trusty turkey cup has
showing up again. Of course, the El
absolutely.
Jefe has the renowned ALG Defense Advanced Combat Trigger, using countless police duty rifles, including the U.S. Border Patrol rifle. The ACT sets a high bar for smooth creep, free combat trigger. I mean, dude, no lie, ALG triggers changed the game for AKs. I have not used their AR. I've used one of their AR triggers. I liked it. Made it to this barrel as a Geisley 17.4 pH stainless steel gas block with a Geisley exclusive extended mid-length gas tube for salter shooting and more manageable recoil. An A2 flash hider protects the muzzle crown. Thank God it's got an A2 flash hider on it. To complete the rifle system, El Jefe comes with an M4 carbine mil-spec web sling and a pair of steel QD swivels. There you go. The cherry
Nice.
on top is the U.S. engineered Warner and Swassey 3 MOA red dot sight with integral backup iron sights. So there's no need for a separate set of backup iron sights. Hold on. So go back up to that picture right quick.
Picture.
The picture of the rifle up top. So it says it has integrated sights into that Swassey red dot.
Yeah, so probably on the let's see if they got another picture of it.
Has a hole through on the riser,
Yeah.
which
No,
they
I
probably
think
didn't show.
it's integrated with the red dot somehow because they don't have backup irons on it. They're saying that,
Probably right here.
yeah, I bet that's probably it. It's got
Yeah,
to be.
that is it. That is it. It's like a
And
pistol.
what is this? Okay, hold on. Do you guys see on the lower receiver right there? It is missing a hole directly above the fire portion.
Third hole doesn't have a third hole is bullshit.
Yeah, this is
Send that shit
bullshit.
back, man.
Fake
Hey, that's
news.
because the price
Hold
out.
on. I'm sorry.
Fake news.
Silverback, you're fucking crazy. He said Geisley sucks, just a money pot of trash. You're fucking crazy.
Bro, let me tell you. I cannot tell you. You have to get behind one and put rounds down range to feel the difference. Now, I'll tell you this. Get behind one for 20,000 rounds and be poking the same holes in the same paper with the same rounds, you're going to be singing a different tune. When I have dudes that have literally put 30, 40, 50, one dude, and trust me, I believe every single word that he said that he put like 70,000 rounds through his Super Duty, and he's got like 5. The things that he has shared with me, I believe everything he says, and everything that he has done to his Super Duties is like mind blowing. I trust it when it comes not looking at like precision accuracy. When you're looking at a duty rifle for the purpose of brutal reliability, longevity, shootability, and control, that's where it's at.
But see, again, that's that cold hammer forged barrel. It's designed for high volumes of fire.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not shooting full auto, you can get extended life, you know.
I knew you were just trolling. He said, I just want to see if you guys were paying attention to the chat.
But I mean, and again, it's all your components. You're gonna have to change some things out. you know. But like your major stuff, it's money.
Yeah. Oh, this is
Okay.
interesting. I did not know this. The ALG triggers a rebranded Schmidt at a higher price. Interesting. I did not know that. Yeah, I mean, look, for 11.99, that's not bad at all. But if I may, what I see is a rifle at a very good, middle of the road kind of zone that is trying to put stuff on it to be like a Geisley Super Duty, but cutting the cost in other places to not be as expensive as a Geisley Super Duty. So what that tells me is that this is a rifle that is trying to be like a Geisley Super Duty, which means the only reason it would be trying to be like a Geisley Super Duty is if the Geisley Super Duty was an excellent fucking rifle.
Yeah. But also, if you look at the handguard, so that's one place where they cut cost,
Yeah,
right?
the
That
handguard
shit
was
looks
gay.
Troy.
That shit looked like fucking Troy's first. Y'all remember the Troy?
That is a
The
Troy handguard.
Yep,
Absolutely.
the tubular joint.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then
Only
Um,
also,
missing the squid little
yeah.
rubby rubber
yep,
things.
and that shit was
Also,
12
look at
pounds.
if you look at the upper receiver, it doesn't have the tabs. It doesn't look like it has the index tabs for the handguard, the anti-rotation tabs.
Yes, which would be kind of important if you ever plan on running anything that may need to maintain a zero on it or not totally break if a device were to explode.
Break it.
Yeah. All right,
I
let's
don't
go ahead and
know.
wrap this bad boy up.
Yeah, I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah.
Much love. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, man.
Hey
Thank
guys,
you.
thanks for having me too, man.
Appreciate
Chat,
y'all.
you guys are fucking bomb. Much love.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah, brother. Anything else you guys want to add on before you give them a little, remind them where to go to follow you and stuff, and maybe some dad advice or some Vio con Dios, something.
All right, I got you. Yo, straight up from Dust. Tactical turkeys on YouTube. We literally go on before DLD on his whole schedule, except for Saturdays. And a little life, a little just like I don't know. I haven't lived that long, but I've lived super long. Don't be a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Don't be a hoe.
No
Live
hope.
life. Don't be a hoe. Go fucking hang out with the supreme leader. Fucking go,
Not the
go,
supreme leader.
go chill with the supreme leader of Korea and fucking have some fun. I'm just kidding. Much love, guys. Just
Great.
don't just
Uh,
listen. If you think something's fishy, it probably is. Go with your gut feeling.
Yeah.
That's where we're at. You know, YouTube is just our peace of mind, of freedom, having a good time. Outside of that, we're in the real world. We're in the real world.
Yep.
Carry a gun. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a pussy. Later,
Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
All right, brother. Jova, anything else for you?
yeah, now right now you can find me at Trinity Arms and Gear Review. Again, like Dust said, just be a good person.
Mhm.
Can't be a good person if someone's doing evil, deal with it,
Yep.
Just hey man, be a little bit kinder to each other because we's always got shit. Again, I appreciate you having me on, man. Thanks a
Oh
lot.
yeah, dude. I appreciate you, man. And hopefully one day we can get the whole band thing figured out. I don't know what's going on with that, but
It's no worries, man. Because if I got something to say, I'm just gonna hit you on your. I'll
Yeah.
contact you.
Yeah.
I dropped some other stuff in the private chat for you too, man. Hopefully, that'll help you out. And you
Okay.
guys text messages. But again,
I appreciate
guys,
it.
stay frosty, stay safe.
All right, brother Q. Take it
All right.
easy, man.
Take it easy.
And everyone else here at the end, as we wrap up, I want to remind you guys: there's never fall for the range bunny. All right, never fall for the range bunny, even if she's employed. But no, I'm kidding. I'm maybe breaking my own rules. JK, just kidding. Anyway, guys, as we shut everything down here, I would implore you all to take a look deeply within yourself. Okay, right now we are living in tumultuous times. Things are becoming more challenging now than they ever have been. All right. And I would recommend that all of you have a real conversation with yourself. Get right with your family, get right with God. Things are crazy right now. God has already sought you out. All you have to do is respond to him. Okay, give it a shot. You're going to come across some situation where a family member invites you to church, or you're going to come across a Bible, or open it up, crack it open, read it. Work on your relationship with God. I recommend that to everyone out here. um the as close as you can be with your creator, the better. And for people that are out there that may not believe, just remember that creation itself is evidence of our creator. So and with that said, as as a country, as a world, if we elevate creation over the creator, we're all destined for hell. So remember that. Give up all this worldly shit, all this vanity, all this bullshit. If a man loves the world, the love of the Father's not in him. All right. Anyway, in closing, guys, the only thing that we can do is hold ourselves accountable to rules and create our own standards and expectations of who we choose to be every day, every time we go out in the world, every time that we talk to other people, have any interaction. And these are some of the rules that I like to share with you guys. They are not all of my rules. Maybe one day I'll write a rule book. Okay. It'll be DLD's rule book of, how to not die. um, anyway, here's some of my rules. Rule number one is to be kind. It's so important that we're kind in everything that we do. That brief interaction that you have with somebody else could have a massive impact on their life. Okay, so just be kind. Rule number two is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you bless others, you become blessed, because a hand that's open to give is open to receive. Rule number three, perhaps the most important, because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence. Make sure that you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be, and be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. Don't forget rule number 47: always carry a knife. Always carry a knife. Not only could you open your mail, could you cut a rope, could you cut price tags off of wifey's dress or whatever, but it could actually save your life. Always carry a gun. Always carry a secondary magazine. Always carry a knife. Always carry a secondary knife. And then always carry the hot sauce, and always carry a goon beam. All right. And always, 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 always means always. Always means there is no break. Always means don't ever not do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Anyway, if you think that red dots and weapon lights are nonsense, and if you're scared to take the plunge in to advance with technology, if you don't believe that technology taking you to a better place and becoming a more skillful shooter, if you think that's a bad thing, then I don't know, maybe you should retire. Um, I can do just as much damage with my 19X with iron sights and my Gen 5 45 with a red dot. I can do the same amount of damage with both of those. However, in some cases, I would say I'm a little bit faster and more accurate and have a little bit more precision with my red dot on my Gen 5 45. Out of this same rig, same everything. Anyway, whatever. I digress. I love y'all. I appreciate all the support. All of you guys jumping in and supporting me. I appreciate you all so much. I don't even, I just want to share my gratitude with you guys. I do have more pictures. People have submitted more pictures. If you submit a picture, you can send it to me on Instagram or email. If you have a DLD patch, a PWEDC patch, and or DLD merch or anything like that, if you have a lazy roofer backpack like this, and you take a baller picture with this and the patch and throw like an MP5 and some mags on here, or whether it's a gun or a build or gear or anything like that, if you take a super baller picture, You're going to be entered, and you send it via Instagram or email or something. You're going to be entered in a contest. There's going to be top 5 winners. The viewers will vote on the winners of all these pictures. I've already got a whole buttload that I've got, and the viewers are going to be the ones voting. But whatever you submit, please do not send me any pictures of illegal shit, because that's just stupid. Secondly, your username is going to be on there. So if you don't want your username on there, then just simply don't enter the contest. So that's out. Definitely true. DLD red dot is going to be faster. Mine's a green dot too, so maybe mine's a little slower. I appreciate you, Mentos, Kurt, Bob, all you guys, Fluffy Bunny, everyone in here. I appreciate and love you all so much, man. Take the time, get right with God, celebrate, worship in your own way. But I appreciate all y'all, love all y'all, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace. Stay strapped or get clapped. Brah.
Devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand, bang, got my hand. Call
I just wanted to come in real quick, and before we wrap up here, I just wanted to show you guys this. Like, I am so impressed by this second focal plane. Oh, that's dope. The P80's back there. Second focal plane. You have an ACSS style reticle in there. 10 or 11 different illumination. Oh, there you go. So there's the etched reticle. Let me see if I can get it good. There you go. There's the etched reticle right there. Dude, it's clean. I'm impressed, man. And I mean, this is an excellent, excellent piece of glass for the price. Yeah, I'm impressed. I may funny enough, I may throw this on the Geisley mount. We'll see. We'll see because I have the Gideon mount here. And yeah, we'll see. Anyway, just wanted to show this off. If you guys use the link in the description, then it actually supports the channel. Gideon actually cuts commission for affiliate links. And then if you use code GLOWIES, then you can get 10% off your order and I think free shipping too. So it supports us, it supports you, saves you money. Also, don't forget, closing out here. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on. Okay. Don't forget about the homies attack knives. Okay. If you use code DARK, you get 20% off your order. And these things are freaking rock solid. Love these guys. They're awesome. The quality of blade that you get for 100 to 150 bucks, I personally would only recommend their higher dollar stuff because they actually buy the stuff, get it shipped into the country, and then they hand make these in Texas. The more economical ones may be more prone to failures and breakage and things like that. These, though, are freaking solid. They actually, this is cute. For every single one of their higher end blades, they literally hand fit the blade to every body before they go out. These things, they are solid as hell. And here's another one. This one's kind of cool. It's a little fatty and it's got the Warncliffe style. It's kind of like an inverted Tonto. And that's 154 cm carbon fiber with the side firing joint. And of course, the Barracuda. This thing is fire. So yeah, for the blade that you get for the price, I mean, this thing is awesome. Plus, like I said, if you use code DARK, you get 20% off. So, and since we're already here, you guys may see that I may be giving some knife away, maybe some knives away in this coming up contest. Look at this bad boy. Ooh, look at that katana. Bro, the katana is fire. I always like this one. Never even used it, never cut anything with it. Look at that blade. So yeah, tack knives, use code DARK, you get 20% off. Let me see if I missed like me a little fatty. I know. He never turns down a fatty. Here's the real fatty. Little fatty McGee. Warncliffe. They have a bayonet version of this too. This thing is pretty fire. But yeah, show them some love. Goonbeam, tack knives, man, Gideon Optics. Just take a look through everything that is in the link tree, in the description, and all that. You support the channel, and since I don't have my store up right now because I was attacked, I'm working on that. Hopefully, I'll have it up by this weekend. But this weekend is going by quickly. Dang. Anyway, check them out. I love y'all, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace. Call 911. Da 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 da.